You are listening to the No Nonsense Show. 10% less bullshit than any other podcast, guaranteed.
I was holding that shit, J-Mac. I was holding it in, my nigga. Go ahead. Next start us in, J-Mac. Hey, you good, nigga? Bring us in, nigga.
Hey, this is French Reggie's last night in America.
In America.
Maybe.
Well, no, not his last night in America, because he'll be here Friday.
If he leaves, it could be his last. Okay.
What's your last actual day?
His last.
Saturday morning, I guess.
Saturday. Are you sure you want to go back with all the shit they got going on in China right now?
I should be fine.
That's not what the embassy just sent you. It
No,
told
they
you.
just told me if they ask me questions, just this is why.
Okay.
Did they tell you to lie?
They said something
No,
about
they
a
just
scam.
let you know. Yeah.
Something about a scam going on.
Because in China, you don't really have like the freedom of speech. Like if they come and talk to you, you gotta like listen to them and answer whatever they do. You can't just walk away and shit like that. So the American embassy kind of
You
just tells you.
seem a little frightened. Your voice is very soft. Like back in the day, it's soft.
Nah.
It's very light. So I mean, if they grab you,
Hey.
we can't help you.
I know that, but I'll just tell the truth.
Just tell them you've been through this shit before.
Time out.
Yeah.
Let me talk to my friend Reggie. Let me just let you know how this show's gonna go. I can tell already. They're coming for you, right? You're gonna get out of your skin this last night. You know, we're gonna, just don't go out like that. Don't go out like.
There's no reason to fight.
Don't go out like Jay
It's
Smooth.
squares. There's no reason to fight.
Bring a stick.
Anyway, so look, before we go any further, you want to introduce him? I'll let you introduce him.
Hey,
This is our bodyguard.
we got Grande join us on the show. One of our great friends.
Wow.
Yeah, I am.
That was.
Hold on.
did it.
Hold on. This.
Wow.
So how
Somebody we've known for a really long time.
Back when I was skinny. Go ahead. We piggyback.
No, that's okay. You got it. Go ahead.
Go
Let's
ahead.
see
Go
what
ahead.
you got.
I'll let you get. Go ahead, bro. So it's one of our friends. I like be honest say for a long time. I'm gonna use that nigga idea, right? You know what I'm saying? This was back when I was skinny. J Mac, I told you. Hey, Grande, I used to be skinny, right? I wasn't this fucking chunky. What? Cause these motherfuckers make me seem like I was just fat all my life. You know what I'm saying? But I was real fucking skinny.
Bigger now. You ain't fat. You ain't
Who's
big.
bigger? Me or be honest?
Be honest.
I told you.
Who's
In fact,
be
he
honest?
fat. This nigga
Oh,
here.
BJ's be honest?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody got nicknames?
Yeah. That's J Mac.
Okay, J Mac.
This French Reggie, the French Haitian.
We should,
Be honest, and Jay Schmoo.
we should
Okay.
have took care of that before.
Yeah.
I got to catch up.
It's
okay.
the nonsense stuff.
Yeah, so listeners, hey, we got Grande joining us. Like I say, it's been a while,
that's
but
his real
appreciate you joining us.
That's why he was fucked up.
Ano-
He didn't know that we was supposed to be using fake names. He go by Grande. That's his real name.
You know how when you everywhere you go they say Brooklyn stand up and somebody always make noise? He's one of these niggas that make noise. He's one of the people in the crowd. You see he got the New York hat on, the Brooklyn hat on. He got on camouflage. That's just how it goes. But I mean, that's my homie though.
That is
It's not. It's pedigree.
first he's household Haitian. So now we 40% Haitian in this motherfucker.
It's a little bit different though. I'm a cut Haitian. I'm not uncut. You know what I'm saying? I'm born Brooklyn, raised Long Island, and coming up. Okay, so I got no problem with Haitian. The way I was raised,
Yeah.
super strict.
Yeah.
So it
that's
made
how
me
it
not
is.
want to be Haitian. Because why you come? Are you talking about why am I? Why, I want if I could curse them. Why the fuck y'all come here and give me the rules like we there? You should have stayed there and had me there. But then you come over here and had the stuff here, and so I didn't want to be Haitian.
I understand that.
So when I grew up, if you would have said where you from, I'd have said West Indian. Up until just recently, probably about 10 years ago, something like that.
Why French Reggie keep answering like he's asking for his permission? He doesn't give a fucking like. I understand that. I get
No,
it.
I get that because I don't know, like I get where they coming from, the parents. I guess.
What do you get? Tell us what you mean.
I mean, because they pretty much in their lens, they sacrifice everything just for you. Like
Right.
it's not really for them. So
Right.
them coming to America is because they have a child and the way the situations were in
No.
Haiti. And then so they just and that's all they know. They just know the Haitian way. They
Right.
don't know about the American way. They had
Agreed.
no knowledge of American culture.
Agreed.
So and they realize when they get to America, Haiti was just them. They had the fight was against them, the
Right.
same people. In America, they realize it's not only them, but the white people, the system of America, the rules are different. So and because they were immigrants, they could just ship you back home to Haiti as well.
Not me.
I know, not you, but to them,
not you,
But
because
to
you
them-
I was
you a
born
cut
here.
you a
Yeah.
cut Haitian. He's
Right.
plywood Haitian.
but to them, they have like no, like they just don't have that awareness yet
Right,
at the
right,
time.
right, right.
And they were the first Haitians to fucking migrate too.
Right,
You know,
right,
so
right.
it's like This was all a fresh. So it's just
So your kid is gonna be like him.
Basically, yeah.
most likely, yeah.
If he
But-
here, if he born here, yeah.
Are you gonna be strict on him?
Nah, I mean I also have the American influence, so I'll probably balance the two.
I hope
You're-
that nigga don't lose his head 12 like you.
No, it comes from the mom side, so it just depends on the woman.
You
that
better
I
hope he
choose.
take your side then.
You gotta marry a
No,
hairy.
it comes from the woman.
You gotta marry a hairy bitch then. To offset your shit.
Yeah.
I told you they're coming for you, bro. Listen, I saw a lady at Publix that worked at Publix today, and she had the straight like Stevie Wonder shit. Like she still had it in a braid, but it started like a fucking Shaolin
Receded.
monk.
Right.
It was like up here at the top.
Yeah, it was all the way proud.
And I'm like, damn, you still doing it like that, boo? Like, I mean, and sometimes you got to give up, right? On the hair, on the braids. When the braids start pulling your shit past where Stephen A. still fuck with his shit, you gotta be done. You gotta let it go.
I say it like Jesus was in a rush. You know what I'm saying? Make this is due tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Just throw this together right quick. And then anything just happened. It just happened the way it happened when you get to a certain age. That's how it happened.
If it's supposed to happen, but see the braids, that's not natural. That's just because you wanted to wear a
Different style.
You wear a hairstyle every fucking day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool if you would have mixed it up with an afro every now and then, some dreads, something, anything different. But you kept pulling.
Or just tell them don't tighten up on the edges.
That's-
You know what I'm saying?
that's-
Just don't
that's
go
that
as
Haitian
tight.
shit.
But how do you not have a tight?
Don't your daughter get braids like that?
Yeah, but she makes sure her shit ain't never tight like that.
How can it not be tight?
So you just tell them.
So her
don't,
braids be
you
hanging
tell-
on the side?
No, you just tell them don't pull it fucking tight. Well, they got all the baby hair, and they pull it just super duper, and it's stressed the hell on the ends. You know what I'm saying? So just tell them not as fucking tight.
Does that make sense to y'all?
It
Have
does.
you
It
ever
does. The women that listen to the fucking
have
show,
you
they
ever
know what the
seen
fuck I'm talking
braids
about.
be done?
Yeah.
How do you not tighten up
Yeah,
braids?
it's
Never
supposed to
seen
be.
loose braids. When you get them done, like you leave them about the
That's fine.
shop.
Y'all
No
know-
saggy
y'all know
ass,
nigga.
no
It
saggy
ain't-
draw.
does
they
her
never,
hair?
they ain't never sagging.
What's the
So she go to the Africans and she get
the
her hair done.
Africans
at
do that
African-
shit tight.
Africans is
But
Yeah,
you
they-
can
they-
worse.
they-
You
yeah,
can
what
tell
you
them. You
mean?
can tell them not to motherfucking make it so tight.
Africans could braid their beard
Right,
hair. That's
right,
how good they
right.
are.
Braid my
You-
mustache.
But you can tell them not to make it as tight.
You don't take her back to the girl that you had the little driveway
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you know you
She
don't
still
cheat.
go to the hair salon too. That's the hair salon.
Oh,
and she
get
goes to
braids.
braids is a different place.
Oh,
Specialists.
So
specialist.
different places.
specialist.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Did you ever smash your girl?
Who?
the African that braided hair.
No,
Oh,
she
not
wasn't African.
the African.
No,
She's a light skinned and wild one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You did?
What you talking about?
Well, you said
Well,
yeah. I didn't know what you meant.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's all good though, J Mac. You know what I'm
One
saying?
of the 300.
Yeah, one of the 300 plus. Nigga, shit. You know how to do it. Shit.
okay,
Ain't
well,
no-
then,
ain't-
this is the first time you've ever admitted that. That's
Yeah,
why
it's
it was
all
kind of
good.
shocking.
It's all
See, I always know how to get him. I just wait till one of our homeboys comes around
No.
that I know he's not going to lie in front of, right? Why are you looking at me
I
like
don't never
this?
lie. I don't never lie.
Nah, he been lying about this episode for how long? 2 years?
Yeah, about 2 years.
I don't never lie. I just don't
See,
confess to shit.
now he feels like he don't hang with y'all.
Right.
So his manhood ain't up for question, right? But
It ain't?
we already said no. Hold
up, it
Because
ain't?
because we already set the beginning up before we started recording. You guys were talking about numbers. And Jay Smooth already put his foot out there, so now he can't put his foot in his mouth. So now you got to be extra manly. It's just, come on, it's part of it.
Because he did throw the plus on it. You hear?
threw his plus on there.
100, 300
He told
plus.
me he had stopped, and 300 was like, that's old history. And he wasn't doing that no more. Now it's plus.
Nigga, I ain't say my shit went. Nigga, the only time I'm gonna stop when they
Well,
put
hold
this
up. That's right.
motherfucker
Well,
in the grave.
look at Bay and tell her.
Yeah, tell her. Throw your
when
dick
I-
on the table.
Well, yeah.
when I stop, they be goddamn, they be throwing some
Okay.
dirt
You
on
ain't
me.
looking.
Okay.
You ain't
And
looking.
then I'm gonna donate that motherfucker then, so somebody can use it.
When are you gonna stop
Same.
fucking other bitches? When?
Say what now?
You said you're gonna stop fucking.
Never,
Other... Well, can you look at the damn camera?
never,
We live. We live.
yeah, never.
boy.
All kind of shit going on.
Little boy
Covert.
gonna show out and be kicked out. You
telling
got
you.
extra room?
I'm
Say
telling
extra
you.
little boy.
I'm telling you.
What?
If I bring somebody from our past, somebody
you-
we know from our past, it's harder for
I
him.
told you I'm working on Sister Wives.
It's all gonna come out now. All the shit that he's been trying to pretend like he's involved in a relationship, he has to throw that shit out differently now because he feels like it's against his manhood. That's cool.
I am in a motherfucking relationship.
This is the
That's
guy
not-
that doesn't care what people think about him.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
on Saturdays.
Hey, so we never got to release the Friday deal.
We didn't. So we recorded something, listeners, on for last Friday to come out, and it didn't work out too good because we recorded it in a car, which is like an iPhone, and the sound wasn't great. French Reggie was fucking whispering, and everybody else was loud. J Smooth was too loud. French Reggie was whispering, and I couldn't get the audio to sound equal, so we didn't release it. But you want to kind of go into that again?
iPhones. Yeah. So we were talking.
No, it was your J Smooth.
No, no, it was
With
your
that
fuck-
whisper, quiet, fucking silent
That
speech.
little pussy ass voice. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's what we be talking about when you got to have some deepness to your voice, French. When you go over to, when
You know
go
how
back over to China,
you see how manly this guy is today?
Look,
He
when
don't
you go-
ever act
No,
this
listen,
macho.
no, listen, no,
Pussy
listen.
yeah.
No, listen,
Yeah,
French.
pussy.
French. When
The
you go back
loudest in the room,
when-
man.
I'm just saying, when you go back over to China, see if they can do throat surgery or something. Give you some Michael Jackson pills, make your shit deeper. You know what I'm saying? You got too much estrogen in your voice. But go ahead, J Mac.
Smoke
Nah.
cigars.
So no, we were talking about the whole Jay-Z and football, and I think, and I'm glad maybe it didn't come out because I think I may have changed my stance from how I felt initially. Right?
Okay. So you want to kind of talk about what it is first? Just, I
Yeah.
mean,
You know what?
maybe somebody doesn't know.
You know what? Recap.
Yeah, okay,
because
so-
I'm seeing the blogs, but I'm not pushing on because I got shit to do. So tell me what's going on with Jay-Z in the NFL.
So basically, he's a partner now with the NFL in regard to their entertainment and music and all of that. And then now there's also been reports that he's potentially in line to be a part owner
Of the Steelers of all teams.
of an NFL franchise. I didn't even know specific. I hadn't heard specifics yet of the
I think they're
team.
saying the Steelers now. So Kit is going to love that.
So he's going to get ownership. He's part of this, but this was after he had said that he didn't want to perform in the Super Bowl because of Colin Kaepernick, and he said that
Oh,
he said that
okay.
he wasn't
did.
down for the
totally
NFL,
forgot
like
about
on that.
Kaepernick.
What was that on 444?
Right.
He was talking shit about the NFL and this,
Right,
that, and the
right,
other.
right.
And he called everybody and told them
Right,
not to do it. He was
right.
mad at Travis Scott for doing the
But
halftime
on
last
that
year.
same report
Right,
of the
right,
Travis
right.
Scott incident, it says it's because he didn't want Travis to play second fiddle to Maroon 5. That's what it says in the article.
But Travis is second fiddle to Maroon 5.
Yes, of course, but I guess Jay-Z wanted to showcase that hip hop is really the new sound of.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Travis Scott is not as big an artist as Maroon 5.
Of course, we know that, but I think they just wanted to flip it. They just wanted to showcase that.
I didn't
they
hear
were-
that.
Or he wanted
that's
to
what the
just
article
fucking
That's what the article said. That's what I'm
control
saying.
the narrative. But anyways, we were talking about it, and so now there's some NFL players that are Eric Reed. I think Kenny Stills came out today or yesterday and said some things as well that are like, I'm not feeling Jay-Z. You know what I mean?
Right.
This he's kind of like
Contradiction.
Yeah, his message.
Hypocrite.
Yeah, basically is saying you didn't even talk to any of us before you know what I mean, that we're down, and you're trying to basically JC said we're moving on past kneeling. We should be, and he's like you ever knelt though, like
Right.
how you passed anything and you ain't never done it, you know what I mean? So
Right.
and you never even talked to us, you know what I mean? You talking for us, but you didn't never talk to us, type of shit.
Right.
So everybody kind of was.
Is he really talking for them? Did he say I'm talking for them?
Well, he's trying to move past what they're talking about.
They
If
asked
he-
him a question.
If they're kneeling, if I'm kneeling, he's like, "Hey, we're done with this."
Yeah, but they,
And you're black and I'm black. We're automatically aligned. You
That's
kind
not
of
what he said. He said we're past kneeling.
we're past kneeling.
but
Yeah.
it's time for action.
It's time for action.
He didn't just say, "Fuck kneeling."
So how long are we gonna keep crying over the fucking milk? Let's go like y'all saying. I'm piggybacking off y'all because y'all speaking. I'm quiet over here. I'm smooth quiet. So
So
let's
be
start.
quiet.
So in order for change
quiet.
to happen, right? Let's be a part of the change, right? Let's go ahead and put ourselves in position so we can, like what he's doing now is that he's gonna be part of using that platform to be able to speak, because I think Colin Kaepernick's his biggest thing is like, why am I gonna use my platform to just speak out for injustice and what's going on.
And
so
he did that.
so and by doing that, right?
He did
so Jay-Z said, "Hey, let's go. Let's get involved, right? If I'm gonna be over the entertainment, we're gonna be approving all these motherfuckers and all of that shit. Let's use this platform to speak out." So I guess they'll be doing all kind of video and they'll be speaking towards that shit and just seeing what's what. Because NFL, of course, is from the months of August to fucking January, February, first part of February, it is really huge. You know what I'm saying? For as far as TV watching, right? Every week motherfuckers is tuning into that. So why not use that platform?
I think NFL is probably the biggest franchise in America, period. So it's not just about between those months. It's the whole year because they are the biggest thing.
Yeah.
But do y'all not feel like it kind of Jay-Z's kind of an employee now?
He is.
For sure.
He's
But
not a partner.
what-
He's an employee.
They said partnership, but yeah, he's an employee.
Wasn't the same
So
thing
he-
with the
he's-
Nets?
no, he
No,
was
he-
an owner of the
but
Nets.
it was
Yeah,
very
but he
minority.
was
Part
he was more of the employee.
Well,
though,
no,
really.
no. When you're a
owner,
shareholder,
owner.
there's a difference between a shareholder and an employee. So he owned stock.
Yeah.
He owned a stake. He was a stakeholder. He wasn't a major owner.
I
But they're
got
talking
some
about 100, 200.
stocks.
They're talking about 100 between 100 million and 200 million for the team, the football team. So he's not going to be a majority owner in here either. It's going to be a small percentage because teams are $billion things.
Yeah, they are now.
Yeah, but they picked him up because he's Jay-Z.
Right.
So being that spokesperson, that piece right there is worth way more than they giving him to
Right.
do it. So I mean, it makes sense. And then Jay-Z, now if you take the sense of the whole football thing, the rap thing, what he did, there's a whole bunch of okay, so you would know this. A rapper goes to another rapper that's hotter than him, spits on his verse and gets a little bit of his audience, and then goes to another one and goes to another one. That's Jay-Z's career, rhyming on other people's stuff, getting a bigger audience base, and then doing something else and doing something else and doing something else. He did it with Busta Rhymes. So in my grand scheme of just hearing all of the bits and pieces of everything that's going on right now, it almost seems like this is a chess move just the same for an audience that he hasn't touched yet. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but if you follow his the way he moves, his pedigree or whatever throughout the years,
Extrapolate that out.
just it's just now it's not rap anymore. It's when it was it was the Nets at one point. Now it's the NFL, and it's going to be something else. He was into art.
Duce,
Everything,
Uber.
everything that he touches is to touch some place that he hasn't touched
But
yet.
some people say those are unscrupulous ventures where he's taking advantage of his name and what
Yeah,
that means to
yeah.
black people.
Well, I don't know. I'm never gonna know. We never gonna know if that's what it actually is because we're not inside Jay-Z's brain. But the format is still the same. The format it moves in the same exact parallel, but on different levels. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it. Now I'm just hearing. Again, I wake up in the morning. I look at you. I don't even watch TV. I look at YouTube. I see the little square that says Jay-Z and this, that, and the third. They're calling him Uncle Tom. They're calling him this, that, and the third. And I start to click on it. I got to get up and go to work. Or I got to get up and go to the gym.
Yeah,
So I'm listening.
the Uncle Tom shit is stupid. That's
Right.
that's always dumb though.
Right. So I'm listening. So I'm just it's came full circle just tonight for me. But what I heard is Jay-Z's just doing Jay-Z.
Right.
In a different demographic. That's all he's doing.
So then, how do you guys figure then the responsibility, or is there a responsibility for Jay-Z to be a certain person for the hood or for
No.
black
Ain't
people?
no damn
No.
responsibility. There's a responsibility for him to the two Beyonce children and Beyonce. That's it. Jay-Z don't have a responsibility. Now, on the outside looking in, I believe that people are going to think that because he's Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
But if he wasn't Jay-Z, would he have a responsibility?
But he is Jay-Z, and he is probably one of the most influential people of our time.
Understood, but he's
How do you rank him to Michael Jordan? How do y'all rank him to Michael
oh
Jordan?
no, he's going he's more influential than Michael Jordan.
Who? What level is he on? Is there anybody who touches him? Him and Beyonce, because you got to include both of them together. Is there anybody that is on the same level as him and Beyonce, influence-wise?
Tupac.
No,
Nigga,
he's
please.
dead. Kevin
Well, I'm
Hart-
just saying,
Kevin
and-
Hart-
And he was a mediocre rapper when he was
Who
alive.
cares a fuck? You talking about? You're not talking about his rap skills, so
who's
don't
a
go there.
mediocre rapper?
Tupac, come on, man.
he just always tries. Of
Come on, man. Come on, man.
course, a New York nigga gonna say that.
he was.
Of
He
course,
was a
he-
mediocre.
I feel the same way about
Come
Biggie.
on, they compare him and Biggie are not even comparable as far as rap goes.
Stop.
Influence and impact,
All right,
yes.
Listen, stay topic. Don't let the ADD get you.
Come
Talking
on,
about
Don't
man.
let the ADD get you,
Talking
man.
about money and popularity. that's
Tupac
all.
is mediocre. Hey, but look though, Beyonce and Jay-Z are probably the most influential black people of all
Yeah,
time.
you got Kevin Hart in there.
Ah,
right
not even
now.
close.
I don't think he's that influential.
They're more influential than Oprah.
See, that's a good one. Okay, Oprah's in the competition, but
Of course, Oprah is
the only
the-
problem
No,
is
of course,
Oprah don't
those-
touch the hood at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hood fuck with her though.
No, they don't.
Nigga, she go to Africa and give shit out to them motherfuckers. That's the
Well,
hood.
that's not the
That's the
Nigga, that's the hood. Nigga, that's worse than the hood.
Well.
I'm talking about in America because I thought we were talking about. I'm sorry, I thought we were talking about
Okay,
America.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but
Okay.
Oprah.
But
But-
so let's do this then, right? So
Jordan is in the
Well,
conversation too.
Of course, Jordan is.
Nigga
right?
from tennis shoes, nigga. That's
but
it.
even the
Them
basketball.
tennis shoes kill people.
But
Right, they said you like Big Daddy Kane.
I love Big Daddy. Who's in my business?
Somebody alive.
Somebody's in. Yeah, I look like Big Daddy.
Yeah,
Kane?
they say Big Daddy Kane. It was a joke. They're joking.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't get this motherfucker mad.
Nah, I'm just saying. I thought it was because that was my idol growing up. So I thought it was somebody I know.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, growing up, that was my idol.
Cool. But what were you about to say, Mac?
Nah, I was gonna say,
ADD.
yeah, I got fucked up.
I was talking about the most influential black people ever, and then
No, but okay,
He
yes.
said Africa and
right.
Oprah.
No, you were saying that Oprah don't touch the hood,
yeah,
and so I'll give you that. But I still think that still makes her still more influential because she doesn't touch the hood.
Because
So
she even touches white people.
she right. So she touches money. She touches more money, which I think makes her more influential.
well, she's more rich than they are.
But she has more influence. She's the
Yeah.
people that she influences are people that matter.
But who gives
So
a fuck about those people? I'm talking about black people.
We're just talking about influence in the
But I'm
world.
talking about influence
That's
too
the
black.
reason why I said Kevin Hart. That's the reason why I
I
said
don't know.
Kevin
I don't know
Hart.
if Kevin Hart is even close yet. I think he.
When's
To
last?
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
as far as like influence.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
man.
I mean,
When's that stand-up you watched?
I guess the reason why I say that is because I thought we was talking about the people that listen to Jay-Z, that listening to Kevin Hart. I was talking about our demographic.
right.
You know
But
what
I'm
I'm
saying as
Is
far
Kevin Hart more influential than Cat Williams?
When you say
Yeah,
give,
yeah,
you know what?
absolutely.
You know what? Give me the definition of influential that we talking about. Give me that.
where I feel like people are watching their moves to see how they should behave.
Oh,
You see what I'm
okay,
saying? So
okay,
nobody
okay,
wants to be
okay.
Kevin Hart. He's a clown.
You know
kinda.
what? You know what? Jay-Z then.
And
There you
Beyonce
go.
for the women.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm
Of
saying? Like
course.
everybody's trying to
Right.
have that relationship or
Right.
that thing or whatever it is.
Right,
Whether they deserve it or not, they're
Right.
getting it.
Right.
And so that's why I kind of teeter-totter on this whether or not they have a responsibility because they make a lot of money off the idea that people follow their every move.
Right.
What
right,
did
right.
And that's not fair to them. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's not fair to them. But the amount of money that they make off of black people kind of puts you in a position where you have to have some responsibility. Like you can't just pretend like, oh man, it's about me, man. Get yours. You can't.
But they've done it though.
They've done what?
They provide scholarships. They
That's
brought
true.
awareness, give charities, took people out of jail. So they're still doing that part.
That's
That's
true.
not enough. They have to keep going.
No, I think that's a lot. But you got to say it. That's what we're having a conversation.
You
That-
have to say it. They have to say it.
You do.
Oh,
we're having
okay.
a conversation.
Oh yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
That's
so
what
they
I'm
do
saying.
that.
I asked you.
They do
You
that.
just said it.
Oh, they do that.
Oh, I said it.
Yeah, you just said it.
No, they do that. They do that. So I don't know.
Should I say it?
I don't know. My only problem with the whole Jay-Z situation is I think we should just let it play out. Let's
Right.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Because the article said it's signed with Rock Nation.
Right.
Rock Nation has a sports agency related. I could relate to the NFL.
Right.
And they also have a music catalog and documentaries and all that.
Uh-huh.
And it says it's to bring content and awareness. So instead of guys kneeling during a game,
Mm-hmm.
NFL now will provide shows, documentaries, whatever they want to do to let that be
Possibly.
known. Possibly.
Potentially.
But that's what it says. So let's let it play out. Let the months go by and let it play out.
Well,
Let's
let me
see what
ask you
happens.
this.
You got no choice.
Name a time when Jay-Z has done something as a behind the scenes social activist that you didn't agree with. I can't think of a time where I
can't
said like
He stabbed on Rivera. That's what-
that was the old Jay-Z.
When the riot happened for Mike Brown, he took out all those people. He bailed them all.
No,
them
I'm
out.
talking about something that you didn't agree with.
No, he did everything good.
So see, that's the
He
thing,
got
right?
beat
So
up by Beyonce's sister in the elevator.
I
But
didn't,
put hands,
I didn't
he-
agree with that.
you
didn't put
thought he
hands
should have
on
fucked
her,
her
though.
up?
He didn't put
You thought
hands
he
on
should
her.
have fucked her up? You thought he should have hit her?
No.
Choked her, shook her.
Hold
Got her up off him.
But I mean, he didn't have to. She was little and he's bigger.
Who did that?
And it didn't hurt like
Beyonce's
that.
sister, Solange.
You think that-
They
you
had
think
that
that's the
fight.
last
Hey,
time
jack
that
that motherfucker up. I remember that shit. Hey,
Yeah,
did what?
hey,
You do
jack
what?
that motherfucker up. Hey, stay in your goddamn lane. What the fuck is you? You know what I'm saying? I just think motherfuckers like you gotta stay in your goddamn lane. Don't jump out
You
here.
know it's live,
My
right?
mama always, I don't give a fuck. My mama always told me, don't put your hand on the motherfucker if you don't want him to put his hand on you.
Him.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't put a chick, don't put your hands on
shit.
him.
You said him.
And
you always say
if
my
you don't
mama
want
said
him,
him?
No,
put
he,
your
and he said my mom always told me.
You're right.
don't let. Hey, that,
I need to
that
see
part
this
right
nigga
there.
baby
See
pictures.
this- Hey, look.
Granted, it's that gay shit.
I need to see. I need to see this nigga baby pictures.
Grande,
That's
fuck
what
them
he
chicks.
is.
Grande,
He's
hey,
trans.
I tell a chick, Grande, all bullshit aside.
tell a
I
chick.
tell chicks, I
Put
tell
the
them, I say,
quotations
hey,
up, chick.
I give you possibly 2 times to hit me. After that, goddamn, you on your own. Keep
you just
fucking with me.
move?
I'm gonna move. I'll be like, hey, calm down,
But
chill the
that's
fuck
why
out.
that's-
And then after that, hey, I ain't never had to bust a bitch in her nose, but if it had to come down to it,
What's the
I
what's
had to squeeze the hell out of one. I had
Yeah,
to
I'd
squeeze
sh-
it. Stop.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop.
mush.
Chill out.
Bring them
Mush
motherfuckers
is-
close to
no,
death.
Mush is a
that?
punch. Mush is a
Oh,
punch.
come on. That's
Nah,
not a punch.
A man mush to a woman is a punch.
punch?
You might as well hit her. You might as well punch
It
her.
does depend on where the mush starts.
Hey,
If
what you-
it starts with
Nah,
space,
don't say
then
that
it's
now.
The heel of your hand.
on,
Yeah,
don't
but if you start right here, you go like this. If you start like this, then it's a punch.
You just push her out. It's just
Yeah.
like a slight push.
It's just like
that.
That's not a punch.
That heel that motherfucker.
With your arms, that's okay.
Nah,
But
chill. Nah, I got some muscles. No, that's not a punch. This is the speed you go with it.
You just can't have speed.
I
You
want to
can't have
explore.
separation.
I want
gotta
to
be slow.
explore. What he say? You squeeze them like? Is it like?
Squeeze 'em.
Is it like a two
You hit
two-handed,
me,
or is it
you
a?
hit me,
no,
you
wait.
hit me,
Is it
and
a? What kind of squeeze you? Is it?
I grab and I squeeze so
Arms.
you can't swing no more.
Oh.
Arms,
You know
not
what I'm saying?
organs.
Straight jacket.
Not
So-
organs, arms.
So you just
Yeah,
pin 'em-
arms. Yeah.
That's what he's
Fuck that.
talking
No,
about.
But the
nigga, fuck
scars,
that.
they could
Squeeze-
get you for the scars. They could get you
squeeze
for the
torso.
scars.
No, fuck
Titties
that.
pop.
Squeeze their chest.
If she a white girl, they can get you for the
Squeeze their
scars.
chest so that
Listen,
chest
they-
can't,
I'm gonna squeeze titties.
keeping it
His
real.
titties might pop.
nowadays.
Yeah,
shit.
right? Shit. Hey, listen, don't do it. Jay got a point.
Which point?
If someone is male or female, you hit somebody and you don't know what they about, you stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're a woman hitting a man, you just that much more stupid because
Yeah,
we are
it's ridiculous.
We made to be stronger because we supposed to protect and so.
And we crazy as fuck when it
right,
comes to women
right.
too.
And
Like,
if you get women is all emotion, and then and men is usually not.
Right.
If you get a man into his emotion, all bets off. So don't even do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You I mean,
Sometimes reflexes is a motherfucker though.
yeah, sometimes
Reflex is a motherfucker. If
Right.
you catch a nigga at the wrong time, whether they wake you up, nigga accidentally hit you, you know, you ever had somebody wake you up and scare the shit out you,
Oh,
you jump up
yeah, you
and
might
defensive
stab
and
him.
shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like T-Tank. When
Right,
that nigga shot old girl in the bathroom, he didn't know that motherfucker had the fucked up leg, the Olympian. The nigga, I call that nigga T-Tank.
he went to prison.
I don't give a fuck. That
talking
nigga
about Oscar?
Yeah, and the motherfucker, he was delirious. Whether he wanted to get rid of her or not. You
That's
know
not
what
what
I'm
the
saying?
jury said.
Nigga walking on swords and
That's
shit.
why. That's why you get left at hospitals, nigga.
Hey,
That's how you get dropped
I'm
off.
just
Be
saying.
honest.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes.
Have you seen one of this nigga's baby pictures?
Yeah.
Did
It was a
see.
boy,
It
right?
look like him?
No.
Okay. So it didn't look like him.
His ears were the exact same size they are right now, though.
Oh, okay.
How did you know it was him then?
Ears.
What do you mean? How'd I know it was
How
him?
did you know it was him?
I take his
That was
word
a
for it.
cute ass motherfucker.
You are not a
baby.
cute. He was not a cute baby.
Was he
cute
wearing
as-
a dress?
No, he wasn't wearing a dress.
The fuck I would be wearing a dress for.
You said
see the shit?
my mama told me.
I'm talking about nigga. I don't have to clarify if I'm talking about a fucking chick, nigga.
Sometimes you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
when you say me,
I'm fucking chick.
my mama told me.
To hit him, to
To
get
hit
him
him.
up off you.
Get her up the fuck
you didn't
up
say
off
her.
you.
It's
I'm
okay
just
though,
saying.
man. Look,
But I'm just
live your
speaking as
truth.
I'm just speaking
Just-
as a whole, man.
A
You know
whole.
what I'm saying?
Live your
I ain't
truth.
say as a whole, nigga. I said a whole.
Live your truth.
But
man.
he's about to go find baby pictures.
English-
We don't care, Jason.
Man,
English is
shut
your-
the fuck up,
I
old
do.
raggedy
I do.
t-shirt ass nigga.
I do. I want to see these bitches. These
You know-
motherfuckers look like the landing on Mars.
You know he was
fucking
he was a
pictures.
preemie, right? This isn't gonna be cute, man. Come on, man.
These bitches look
Come
like
on, man.
motherfucking Mars
When
landing.
a preemie pull out his baby picture, you're like, oh look, he got eyes.
Hey, cause at one time, Beyonce wanted us to bring out baby pictures and shit to the show, and we was gonna do a show on baby pictures. So I took a
Okay.
picture of shit. I ain't
Oh,
finding
man,
shit
this
right
is
now.
about to be a fuck. You why
It's
you
not-
doing this to this
it's-
man?
I'm just saying, y'all keep going, man. Fuck that shit. I
Listen.
get it.
How many months premature were you?
2.
Come on, man.
Ooh.
2 whole months. He's undercooked.
No, that's how
I
my
did- I
grandbaby. My
did not
grandbaby
know
was
this.
2 months.
That
that's-
no, your
that's
grandbaby
like-
is cute. This
but
nigga
that-
was undercooked.
But he was light. I mean, that,
This
how-
nigga say undercooked.
but he was a twin though too, right?
this is the twin.
So that's half of the.
Jay, you got another one?
twin. Yeah, I got a twin brother.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know you was a
His
preemie
twin
or
is shorter and dark skinned.
For real?
Yeah.
So you can learn all kind of shit
Where
about
he
this
at?
nigga tonight.
He in Atlanta.
Is it a he? I thought it was. I thought
Yeah,
y'all were
nigga.
paternal.
No, I said he.
Stay focused.
You
nigga.
could be fraternal and still have 2 boys.
I know, but if one of them was a girl,
Oh yeah, true.
what's
What
that
are we-
called?
Okay, what are we talking about,
Still
man?
Jay Z and the influence.
Yeah, like what are we talking
How
about?
we get to this?
Hov.
I was just talking about. You know why we get to this shit?
No, but look though. So I can't think of one situation where Jay-Z didn't come through doing the right thing in the end.
So I was mad at Jay-Z on Friday, right? I was talking shit. Not necessarily talking shit, but I was just like, yeah, this motherfucker did kind of turn though. You know what I mean? You go from, hey, I'm not doing it, you know what I mean? We ain't performing. Let's not protest this and that to like, hey, I got a job. It reminded me of that fucking scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker where he was talking, the black dude was like, we went down there with guns and they was hiring. And he said, and we went in with guns and came out with jobs. I mean, that's how I feel like this nigga was. He was like, oh, nah, not for this, because the NFL ain't done nothing.
What
NFL hasn't changed.
But what? Okay, so
But then at the same time,
That's why they got him now.
But at the same time, if you remember when I said a while back, we should become Atlanta police officers when they were hiring, and y'all were all like, fuck that shit. And I was like, look, how are we going to make a change if we don't?
You got to infiltrate from the inside.
We got to get in and make a change. You can't be waiting for the next nigga to do something.
But do you think they're going to give Jay-Z? I mean, okay, so what we're talking about here is billion, not 1 billion. He just like they had to add a lot of shit up. They was like counting pocket change to get him to $1 billion. It's like, how much you got on you right now? We need 37 more cents. And they, you know what I'm saying? We talking about dudes that's got billions where they can lose $1 billion, like Jeff Bezos
Still
billion,
recoup.
where his wife can take half and be the richest woman ever.
Right.
And he's still good.
And he's still one of the richest dudes ever.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So in comparison to that, but let's go back a year or two, right? I don't even know if what Cap did was I'm still not sure that this was the right application. Do you think white people were like, "Oh, I get it now because of what Cap did"? Which was the plan, right?
No.
What? No.
So the thing was, this is the thing, and I don't ever, now that I've seen how this all has transpired, think that Kaepernick ever intended it to go this way.
Hell no.
No.
All he was doing was sitting on the bench.
Right.
He was doing a Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. He ain't the first motherfucker to not get up and salute the flag.
Right.
And so he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just not doing it."
And they put the camera on.
then it made news. And then he said, "Well, fuck it, I'm gonna go."
Just keep on doing it.
Instead of not, people talk to him and they're like, instead of sitting, the guys that were in the military that was on the team, like, "Hey, why don't you, respectfully take a knee, instead of just sitting down, which is more disrespectful, that type of thing, right?" So that's when he went to the knee. He was just speaking his own truth, right? He's like, I don't think that what this flag and what you guys are talking about is what I see, and I'm not for that shit. So I'm just not going to stand up. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, you turn his back. He
you're
would turn
thinking
around.
Cap the Cap part of it is bullshit, and it grew into something.
Oh,
so
yeah,
at the end, was he serious or
Yeah.
No, when he took the $10 million? You mean when he got settlement?
No, but that settlement money is back pay. It's not like they give him money to shut up. It was back pay of the money he didn't get paid.
So you're saying at no point?
So that's technically his money.
Are you saying at no point was Cap a social activist in this?
He became by accident.
Right.
So you think that too?
Yeah, he came by accident. He didn't get on no knee to start to. No, there's no way on earth am I ever going to believe that boy that wasn't starting.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
He was a big deal years before, but
Right.
he wasn't starting. He knew he wasn't going to play.
He was a big deal 1 year.
1 year, right?
1.5.
Half. Okay,
exactly.
I was gonna say give him a
he
half.
got, he got some tattoos. He's light skinned. He got a girlfriend. Okay, so he was
Hold
a
up,
big
though.
deal. He was Superman and all that.
Right.
His skills diminished. Then he
really just
decided.
got hurt.
No, they figured out his game.
No. Then this thing happened. People are dying. He said he's that's America. He's mad or whatever. Light skin problems. He gets on the knee, and they put a camera to him.
Check it out, though. You talked about his girlfriend.
She's fucking it up for him.
Hold up, though. I think, because she's pro. She's all into the
But
shits, right?
man-
But she didn't. I don't know. Did he have her? Was she the catalyst? Like,
Might have been.
She might have been.
Okay,
Might have
because
been.
you know what I mean.
Bed talk. After he
Right,
finished
because
smashing.
she's that's what I feel like. I think if anything was about it, is because she was like, "Baby, you got this platform," whatever the case may be, and it got to the point where it is. But my thing is this: he took the money. The motherfuckers that are
Back
talking
pay.
shit.
He was owed the money.
No. He resigned. He resigned his money. He
Can I just
forfeited.
say? Can I
his
say
money.
Jay Smooth
But
is
there's
still
a
looking for this
guarantee-
picture? Go ahead.
Hey, check
But
it
as
out.
a guarantee part of the contract, you just
No.
gotta give him.
He opted out. That he wasn't back paid anything. That was a settlement for what he said was systematic blackballing, which I guess they fucking by settling.
So did the NFL give him that money to shut him up and get people back watching football? Yes
Yeah.
or no?
Yes.
So then, whether or not he wanted to, he was an activist of sorts. My only
Yeah.
problem though is if the idea was to make mainstream America or white America recognize that black people are in danger of being killed by cops, did it accomplish that? I don't think it did.
I think it made black people or white people more mad. White America.
Mad?
Well, yeah, because they didn't like it. They didn't like the optics of it. They didn't like the.
Nah, you
especially-
talking about like racist white people. I'm talking about the white Americans who matter.
I think it
I'm
might
not talking about
It might have.
There are not that many race. I know that people like to think that there are white supremacists everywhere, and they're just like they're building up their ammunition. But majority of white people don't give a fuck.
Listen. Though.
Majority of white
Okay.
people are not sitting here trying to
Okay.
figure out how to get your black ass
Nobody's
in a
talking
prison.
about that. But let me tell you what what I feel. An everyday working white man that sees a fucking black dude that makes fucking multi-million-dollar fucking complaining about some bullshit, right? That doesn't affect his world.
Right.
Just fucking play. And that's not racist, is it? That's just like you fucking make too much money to
Right.
be sitting out here fucking complaining about shit when I gotta fucking get my ass up every fucking day, haul my ass to the yard, work fucking 16 hours,
Right.
fucking come back home, fucking kiss my kids goodnight.
That's his hatred.
But it's
Hatred
not.
and jealousy.
Yeah, that's just jealousy.
Debauchery.
That's worse than
The
racism.
debauchery.
But they're out
He don't
there.
even have a reason to hate this
Right,
nigga.
right,
Like,
right.
at least the racists.
Just despicable.
At least the racists have history. Like
Right,
you remember
right.
when we used
You
to.
talking about there's a difference between pro white Ku Klux Klan and racist, and there's you know we skip rope, we going back and forth with all that.
My point too with everything else is that he took money. Everybody's taking the NFL's money. So this is what I don't know. I told you about. I put this movie in the Slack. The details. It's on fucking Netflix.
Okay.
And
Didn't watch
basically you'll fucking love it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
You gotta watch
You
it.
give
B.
the worst
No,
recommendation.
you're fucking crazy.
Are you writing down this movie?
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not-
don't listen to this.
This nigga gives the worst
You Don't
recommendations.
listen. This shit is fucking amazing.
2-star at best. 2-star at best.
Anyways, so Ray Liotta's in it, right?
Listeners, don't watch this shit. I'm
And
telling you.
Ray Liotta's in it, right? And so and you don't know who the fucking Ray Liotta is?
I know who Ray Liotta is.
I don't.
All right.
Sorry.
Do you know who fucking Spider-Man was?
Which
What-
one?
No,
The
you
original.
seen Goodfellas,
Tobey
right?
Maguire?
Yeah.
Well, Goodfellas. Just
Yeah, I
say
know him.
He's
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. He's the main character in Goodfellas.
Okay.
Yeah. So
No, wait a minute. He does. You know
The
what I'm
face,
talking
yeah, I know the guy, the main
The
character in
face.
Goodfellas. I know that face. That's what I'm saying. I know that face.
about? What role did he play?
I just know the face of the cover. of
Which guy is
Goodfellas.
the main guy? Is what I'm saying.
What you mean?
You said you know who it is.
I can't describe his face. I just
You
know
have
the
no.
face.
Have you ever seen Goodfellas?
Yes.
In English?
What other language?
I don't know. It might be like a Haitian overdub or some shit.
That's
They don't do that. They don't do that.
Correct.
You just
Okay.
don't see it.
So, but check this out, right? So, fucking Tobey Maguire cheats with his wife, right? And he fucking comes and confronts him. He's like, "Listen, give me a fucking $100,000, or I'm gonna fucking bust you out to your wife." You know what I'm saying? Either no, you call your wife and tell you, or you give me a fucking $100,000.
Right.
He gives him 75. He didn't have 100. He gets to the fucking meets him on the bridge. He grabs the 75, throws that shit in the fucking river. I don't want your fucking money. Nigga, you fucking my wife. I'm supposed to take your money. So if you really are, against me and I'm fucking with the shits, I don't want your fucking hush
So
money.
I'm gonna bring this back. So you're
Yeah.
saying Cap should have threw the money back at him?
He should have just fucking.
But they didn't fuck his wife.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
He
It
shoulda-
wouldn't have made a
no,
difference.
He should have given it to something. He should have.
But he donated a lot of money already
Ah,
to other things.
here's
His
how
own
I'm
money
gonna
when
get
he
You don't.
wasn't
That's
getting
blood
paid.
money.
When he wasn't getting
That's
paid.
blood hush money.
All money is blood money. Your job that you work at is blood money.
NFL,
Oh, nigga, hold up.
NFL
Whoa,
is
you,
a
whoa, hold up.
glorified slave trade.
You got me fucked up.
What did you say?
NFL is a whole. I was in the NFL. NFL is a glorified slave trade anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking at it like that, you might as well just go to the broad spectrum, and it's all the same. We just got. Well, I'm saying we got paid. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
And you chose it.
that's the difference.
That's
I
why I
mean, that was the
don't
difference because there's a nice little wage for it. But I swear to God, if you went into an NFL combine like I went to, it's all. Now there's black and white guys, but a little sprinkle of
Sprinkle of white guys.
It's just
But
not good.
We could take our shirts off, shorts,
They
no
measure you.
shoes, and we're lined up, and there's a room full, just like it. If you take the NFL combine, there's a where that camera is, there's a scale with the thing
Height
that
thing.
measures the height thing. All the guys come in. They give us shirts and they
Right.
give us shorts. All the guys come in a line. Florida State, Iowa, whatever. And they line us up. And inside that room is a whole
cattle.
bunch of white men
Yeah.
with pads.
Right.
And with
Taking
them-
measurements.
They're just
That's a good nigga
Great.
there. That
You know
nigga
what I'm
6'7",
saying?
Oh, look at that buck.
2'7".
I get up.
Look at
my
that
turn,
buck.
6'4", 290, turn to the left, turn to the right, and then a guy might come. tap me in the leg, tap me in the butt.
That nigga's tender.
He
That
tested
nigga tender.
them fast switch muscles.
Just to
Yeah.
see how strong I am,
Yeah.
and does it to everybody. Now, the only reason why it's okay is because we getting a nice check.
getting paid.
Did you smile when you did it? Were you
hell
smiling?
nah. I'm looking
You
at
looking
it.
angry?
I'm looking at. Okay, you know who I was standing right next to? Warren Sapp. And Warren Sapp was a junior coming out when I was a senior. He didn't finish his last year, and he, as much money as he made,
Yeah.
he made the most stink about it. Like, it was actually embarrassing. You know, I didn't even want to be around him because I was cool with him, but I didn't want to be a part of that
Right.
or whatever. And he was like, damn, y'all in here, like literally cursing out in the back, smoking a black or whatever. Like, white people understand what a black and mild is. They thinking it's weed out in Indianapolis. And he's like, y'all looking at us like some cattle up in here, you know, just,
Right.
and I agreed with him, but I was like, nigga.
He's always been a way outspoken person.
Exactly.
Though, right? Yeah, yeah.
But he was telling the truth.
No, but-
so when you what you're saying is all the way 100.
Right.
But the couth of it is what makes it, you know, it's black and white. We talking about the gray area right now.
Right.
So you making sense, but it's just. It is what it is. I mean, nothing that Kaepernick could have did by himself was going to because I can't say the name. You good with the Abu Maprab, whatever the name of the person is. That's one guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's one guy. He can do Jay-Z is one guy. So he can make a stand. Muhammad Ali is one guy. Mahatma Gandhi is one guy. Now they had a big following, but did racism stop, slow down?
No.
Improved, though.
It improved?
Yeah.
So please, I'm gonna let you talk now. Give me how you feel like it improved. And I'm not disagreeing. I just want to hear your take.
What I
on
mean
it.
by I guess I got this. What I mean by improve, now it's affecting you in so many different ways outside of just the overt racism, like the redlining, all of that. Now it became so strategic now. You still feel like a slave even if you living in the perception that you're free. That's what I'm saying.
And I agree. How much of that is by law and how much of that is because it just evolved into something better? Because right now you can't call somebody racist or this, that, and the third without them pulling out a podium and having you.
So now the whole system is racist. That's what I'm saying.
It's-
So before
it's
it was like
it's always been. It's just now there's a governing body around it. You see what I'm saying?
Did he just argue against himself?
Sometimes he does that.
Because he said that the whole system is racist, but he said
Because
it
he
got
was
better.
saying-
What, if I could
Yeah.
to make it a little bit more clear for the viewers and everybody, if you would say the part where you're talking like the one argument said in English and then do the other one in Creole or French, and that way we'll know when you're arguing with yourself because you confuse J Mac.
No,
I was talking about the.
is
whatever.
it worse or better? Because if you ask niggas in general,
He
you
said
would
better,
think
but he didn't mean better in a good way. He meant like they got better at doing it.
Yeah.
They got better.
Oh, you talking about? Oh,
That's
you
what
tell
I'm
you-
saying.
I'll tell you,
See?
they're more skillful. is
Right.
what
Yeah,
you-
exactly.
Okay, I get
It forced
My bad,
it
then.
forced them to
All
be
right.
strategic and to
Right.
figure out a way to make it not look like it is and it be even worse.
Okay.
Like being called a nigga and slapped in the street is not
Sitting
as
the
bad
dogs
as
on
them
you.
making
Yeah,
sure your
fuck
kids
you.
never get to
Fucked
go
up.
to a good school.
Right.
Like I think dads would rather have dogs sicked on them
Purposely
and
giving
a
you
water
bad food.
hose than to where your kid will never flourish.
But wasn't that the same too? So wasn't that? I
Well-
mean, you got all of that. It wasn't like they were
Well,
sicking
okay.
the dogs on you and hitting you with the
That-
water, but
now
giving
the
your
field goal
kids,
percentage is
but,
higher.
but
Hold
giving
on,
your
that's-
kids a great education.
That's arguable because when neighborhoods were segregated, black fathers were in the households. And there were actually black professionals, and there were black banks, there were black businesses. All that was flourishing. It didn't start declining until they did away with segregation, and then it was like, well, where are we going to put these people? Because we got to deal with them now. Where are we going to put them over here? And they put them in bad areas and didn't allow them to actually. They made it so they couldn't afford to live where white people did. So in a sense, it might have gotten worse. In fact,
Yeah.
the numbers are definitely saying that.
Okay.
Yeah.
73% of all black kids are born out of wedlock.
So I told
Right
you,
now.
I told you that
It was nothing
Destroy
close.
the family.
It was like 15% in the 60s and 50s.
300 plus.
He's
Nah, the motherfucker shit. That shit me. I ain't having no goddamn kid, bitch. You better swallow. And you don't even know my whole name.
listen.
Hey, what's your name? Shmoo.
So
That's your government name? Shmoo.
I told you my geography was off. So if I understand I think what you just said
Right.
You understand.
is that before segregation, we lived amongst the white people, but we're just
No,
segregated.
during segregation.
I mean, during segregation.
Uh-huh.
During segregation, right. So
We had our own neighborhoods, our own grocery stores, our own banks. We had our own schools.
We had the black dollar was powerful.
Black was with
Was
black
so-
only.
But-
and because of that, the result of that was we had strong family bonds, and we had neighborhoods where money stayed in the neighborhood for a little bit longer.
so
When they did away with segregation, they brought everybody together. They found strategic ways to not really let you come. But now the difference is that we're going to let Punjab put his store in the middle of your neighborhood, and then there's a liquor store in the neighborhood, and then we're filling the neighborhood with crack or whatever. So it's a different thing.
And that's what I was talking about when I said they kind of improve.
Right, no, I understood. And my bad for that. I thought you were saying something totally different. But yeah, the skillful,
happens.
the skillful, the skillful part of it, they're just more covert with it. But yeah, it's still going on just the same. Just you got to be quiet about it because now you got a governing party saying that they're going to slap you on the wrist.
it's like the moon landing.
Oh, God.
I mean, back then there was you didn't have to be so, specialized because everything was new, right? I mean, the integration was new. Niggas having shit was new, and so you could still act a fool, and niggas having rights was new. You know what I mean? You could kind of do what you want, just like the moon landing. Like back then, when technology you really couldn't tell, they could just set some shit up in a fucking studio and fucking say, "Hey, look, we landed on the moon," and you wouldn't fucking know because. What the fuck? You ain't never seen no shit on TV before.
Right.
It's the first thing you had never seen. You know what I mean?
Right.
So how's that look any different than the fucking moon? You don't know what the moon looks like. And it's the same thing. But as we've gotten more advanced, just like they can't show you, just like we don't go to the moon anymore. Because niggas is, I'll put that shit on my camera and zoom that motherfucker in
we've
there and be
been there.
like,
We've been there.
and be like,
With
man,
Photoshop.
I'll be like, this shit is bullshit. Like, I can tell the line. Look at the blur right there because the technology now is fucking better. Same thing with racism. They just, now it's just, this system is not better. This system has been great since they fucking designed this motherfucker. Whoever the forefathers were, them some smart niggas. I ain't gonna lie. To design systematic fucking oppression like this, that shit, where'd you get that idea?
I mean, just looking out for number one.
But you got to have a plan though that lasts like this. Your plan's still going.
The thing is,
niggas
'cause
ain't
the laws
niggas
were
ain't
written
figured
in
out
their
no shit
favor.
to come from up underneath.
That's
your
all
plan?
it is. The
think-
laws were written in their favor. That's
Yeah,
all. From
yeah.
the beginning, the laws were written in their favor.
I agree.
And nobody ever could change it. And that's all.
well, they were making the law.
Yeah.
All
That's
I'm
really what
saying-
it is.
All I'm saying is that you started some shit over 400 years ago that you telling me that niggas still can't get from underneath.
Because it's still white people.
People, yeah, they still reproduce, bro. Just like we reproduce.
still white people.
And then the white people now, just like we dealing with the aftermath of what happened.
Beyonce said all white people are not like this. You
Of
said
course.
you guys are saying like they're
I'm
like
not
the white
saying that.
people are. Well, you just said because they're white people.
Not every last
Come
one,
on, man.
though. Not
Yeah.
every last one. I mean, we talking about the majority. He's talking about the majority,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just talking about
Yeah.
the stigma of the term white people.
The stigma of the term white people. So them.
Yes.
So Illuminati. Who we talking about then? What
Musicians
white
call it
people?
Illuminati.
The forefathers, they started-
Jamaicans call it ISIS. Musicians call it Illuminati. I mean, it's
Is that ISIS the
Not
same
that
as
ISIS
Illuminati?
is separate. ISIS is just.
No, I'm just saying it's a nickname or whatever.
Oh,
It's not.
okay.
It's not the
I'll be-
official.
who would? Hey. Oh shit! What if ISIS was Illuminati? What if all of that? But anyways,
We're not gonna know. We
no,
never gonna know.
yeah, but
It'll all be a distraction.
We'd be dead before we find out
listen,
of old age, and we broke a record.
all I know is that Jay-Z, everybody's taking NFL money. So as much shit as they want to talk about the NFL,
Just
you
let
sound
it
like
play
you sound
out.
like the girl who gets cheated on and talk shit about her dude, but stay.
Just let it play
It's a
out.
power move, and not for long. NFL, he ain't gonna be there long. NBA, he was there for a little while. He out. NFL, he's not gonna. It's gonna be old news in a minute. In 2 minutes, it's gonna be old news.
It's probably already old.
Let me ask you this: since you already said 300, you didn't admit it. You looked at the camera, and said you ain't gonna stop. So when you think you'll get to 400? How at what pace? Let me ask you: what at the current pace? Since you're at 300 plus, where do you think?
I'm gonna finish off at.
When do you think you get to 400?
What does it matter?
I'm just at your current pace.
So
I'm just
you worry
asking.
about what my dick doing?
Nah, see, there you go.
So you got a dickometer or something like just stay in pace with my shit? Why, nigga? Why you worry about me? Don't go home dream about me, nigga. Think about me.
So now,
oh no.
So now you're talking shit. Okay.
Oh no.
Usually you're forthcoming with this bullshit.
Oh no. So why?
He must have got a text. He must have got a
shut
text.
your ass. She like,
he must have got
you
a
better
text.
shut your ass
You
up,
got that
nigga.
motherfucker right because he showed it different now.
He's been on his
Before
phone
the
for a
fucking
minute, too.
motherfucker
Like,
never
baby,
stop
like,
fucking
baby, you're not
bitches.
just for the show. That's
So-
just for the show.
So,
But
so,
listen,
so
no,
get,
no,
in, get into your topic, nigga, because
Baby, that's just for the show.
that's a rough ass segue into your shit.
No.
nigga, ask your question.
We
nigga.
we actually have an email from a
Oh,
listener.
okay,
And this
good.
is
For
this
TJ.
is
You say that, nigga.
this is serious too.
All right,
So
okay.
we got to put our serious hats on for a
All
second.
right. I'm
if
serious.
that matters. Oh, go ahead.
What?
We can put our serious hat on.
No, for real.
Okay,
You haven't
all right.
heard what the email
Okay,
is
let's
yet,
see,
man.
Let's see. I'm
This
listening.
dude. Get
All
your-
right, so this is from listener TY, and you know TY is a friend of the show. Hey, I'm emailing instead of calling in, so I don't take up too much time. Myself feel like I'm at a roadblock and I need some advice. Okay, I'm asking everyone, even you, Smooth. That's if you can keep it real. You see what I'm saying? Like even motherfuckers emailing in with sad stories and shit. They got to tell this nigga keep it real.
Right.
He already knew you was gonna say something stupid. I'm a 26-year-old male with a 3-year-old. Recently been divorced. How do I keep looking forward when everything around me seems dark? Be honest, have mentioned before about marriage after a certain age, and I fucked up and married too young. At least it seems. But I lost everything, even my son. Keep up the work, guys, and appreciate everything you do. Feels like family, and if I can do anything for the podcast, let me know.
Damn, he gotta
What
get his
was
son
he
back.
asking?
Gotta get his son back for sure.
How to move forward? I guess. Let me make sure.
Just gotta go to sleep and wake up and just every day.
How
is
do
a
I
new
keep
day.
looking forward when everything around me seems so dark?
So-
He
Can't
say
look
he got a
backwards.
divorce and lost his son, right?
So
So the youngest nigga on the show who's never been in a relationship over 6 months, hang on, bro.
I'm just making sure what he said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
That what you say?
right,
Ask
nigga,
again?
get a pen. Write that shit down. Better yeah,
He
use your
got it-
smartphone.
You said he got divorced and
Dumbass
then he
nigga.
lost his son?
Yeah.
Like his son
He's
died?
not
or-
recently-
Nah, he just. I think
No.
he just.
He
you know,
lost his son to the divorce problem.
Oh, okay. I thought his son died.
Oh, I got you. I
Okay.
see. That's important. You don't have to
Yeah.
be married to know that.
Yeah.
My
Fucking
bad.
hate
Yeah,
shit.
okay, come on, dude. You ain't never been married.
So,
you ready to
I
go?
don't, I don't give a fuck, nigga. Hey, common law counts. I don't give a fuck. I had a lot of common laws that add up to a real marriage. You know what I'm saying?
And you've been divorced.
Yeah.
That day you was at the hospital was pretty divorcing.
Yeah. So look.
Grinded
so,
don't know about that yet.
I
We'll
don't
we'll
know
talk
about that.
offline.
No idea.
You know the person though.
hey,
You know the person.
Grande might know the story.
I don't know. I don't know if you
Yeah,
still
I
keep
think
up
he-
with her. Do y'all still kick it?
Who?
The person that you guys know in common that we all know.
I ain't heard from us. Since
Exactly.
April.
They got back together and she dropped
They
his ass
did?
off at the hospital.
dropped it. How?
Like he
Nigga,
was,
I was engaged.
he
I was
really
engaged,
tore his
nigga.
patella,
Uh-huh.
and she dropped him off at the hospital with his bag.
I was engaged. nigga. She dropped me off. Nick came.
Fake
No,
engaged.
she ain't dropped the
What-
bag. She
what
came
did
back.
you
Dropped
do?
the bag. We're talking
Faux
about
engaged.
offline, nigga.
Come on,
we
man.
we talking about T now. We
So
talking about T.
that's a divorcing thing.
Well, no, that
So-
that
We'll
was
talk about that
faux-
shit.
So while you were hurt, you went to the hospital.
She dropped me
no,
off.
she
He
dropped
had
him
an
off.
appointment. He had an appointment.
and put a bag next to you and it's over.
no,
Yes.
time out.
A
No,
milk carton.
No, no,
Tracy.
A box.
nigga on a stick. Hey, no.
It was a cardboard box with the handles.
It's
in
not
it.
funny.
No,
We're
it's
laughing,
not funny.
but
That
it's not
shit-
funny.
That
It
shit
was
wasn't
hella
funny.
funny.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. You don't even know, nigga.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
so look, so we'll talk about that offline.
I'm just
but,
saying that you
so
have
T-
been in
so-
a married type
Hey, look,
situation.
yes.
Hey, but just think about what you got out of that. You got the BMW out of that. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have got the BMW.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here, man. Hey, so look, check this out, right, T? Hey, real talk. This your boy Smooth coming, man, at you. And just giving you real live advice. Hey, I done been that dog. You know what I'm saying? Never been married. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, in this situation right here, right? What you can do is you can just start creating your environment, man. Thinking positive, right? Think positive, and you know what I'm saying. Work towards a solution and seeing what you can do to definitely get your son back, or your kid back, son, daughter, whatever. You know what I'm saying, back where you can, you know, they be in your life. Cause hey, just because you know y'all separated and stuff like that, you know, hey.
He specifically
Shit.
said be real with him, Smooth. On the
I'm being
email.
real. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shit happens. Hey, you can still motherfucker be an awesome daddy. And look, cause hey, I ain't with none of my kid mom. I'm an awesome fucking dad, right? I just feel like that I got an opportunity to share myself with the rest of the fucking world. You know what I'm saying?
Again, specifically said
He didn't
keep
ask
it
about
real.
you.
I know, but I'm saying he get an opportunity. See, I'm on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, nigga, you can have all West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can have that shit. Hey, you
I
can
think he's in the middle.
Hey,
I
shit.
think he's in the middle.
You can take the middle quarter and back
from
left to the
Mississippi-
west.
from the Mississippi West?
Back, nigga, back.
Okay.
So what is that? The Atlantic over that way?
No, the Atlantic's the other way.
Pacific. You can have all the Pacific, Gulf
I'm
Coast.
talking about the Mississippi River.
Yeah, take all that shit back that way. Yeah, up to the mountains, all the way over, nigga. Hey, but yeah, so you get opportunity. So just because that shit didn't work out, man, I realize a lot of times in life, right? I've been in a lot of fucking relationships, right?
Are you gonna just
some good? Hold on.
No,
Somebody specific-
no.
some
Here's the
ask
thing,
for
right?
not to do that.
Ty needs the advice, but Jay Smooth needs the therapy. He's getting some of his dumb shit out right now. He needs to talk to himself. So,
So hold up. So Ty, right? I've been in a lot of relationships. Some good.
by the
some
way,
bad.
I hope this
hold on.
doesn't change how you feel about what you would do for the show. Ty.
It's not.
All right.
So look, some good, some bad, right? But what I realized, right, I will run into that missus that would definitely, be better than all of the old shit.
What the fuck? How old
I'm
is this
just saying
woman?
a new. I'm talking about.
How is an
I'm
old
just-
ass-
I'm
He's talking
saying
about
a
in
chick.
marital
So I gotta
terms.
classify shit. I say miss.
You gonna run into this
motherfucker-
missus?
Yeah,
You just talking about in
miss.
marital terms.
Yeah. So thanks, French. You know
so
what I'm saying? So
you
I get
clarifying now for
so
him.
I get an opportunity. You get an opportunity, man, to meet somebody else, if not better, man, and still be a great dad. You know what I'm saying? Have a better motherfucking chick. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you should be talking about his baby mom like that,
I
but
ain't talking about his baby mom. I ain't say nothing about it, but I'm like, shit, hey, I tell any motherfucking chick, if you stop fucking with me, yo fucking lost. Fuck that. I ain't looking back. I did look back one time.
Listen.
That's what.
This
that's what.
is supposed to be about Ty.
I'm just
Right.
saying.
Not about your look
no,
backs,
he
nigga.
needed to get that out
Just
though.
saying.
I know.
just saying.
You probably
Wait a
look back more than twice.
All that
in your life.
diarrhea had to come out so that we can get to the real shit.
Says the nigga that lucked up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hear your shit. Well, you go ahead now, nigga. What kind of advice you gonna give him?
How often do you say
You been
look
married all your motherfucking life, nigga. You ain't never fucking really fucked out there. You know what I'm saying? You been married majority of your motherfucking life. Am I right?
No.
So get that nigga some advice. Come on, J Mac,
All
you
right,
go.
so as you even said in the email, I was telling you that, man, dude, a guy's first marriage is almost always a disaster. I don't know why it is, man, but everybody that I know made it work on their second marriage. And I'm not saying that to say that, you know what I'm
Practice.
saying? Yeah, I don't know if it's even practice. Guys are just immature. Guys are not as mature as women. So when we jump into something, especially early in our lives, we make a lot of mistakes, and we don't necessarily. I think the biggest mistake is that guys don't know how to lead as the man of the house early in that first relationship, maybe, and they allow women to have a lot more license and a lot more real estate in the relationship. Whereas in the second marriage or the second big relationship, you understand what's expected of you as a man, and so you do it better.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
That makes 100% sense.
And in doing so, you can take this opportunity, because that's what it is. You getting a divorce is just an opportunity, because now what you've been able to do is fine tune what it is about women that you like and dislike. You've lived with a woman for real, not that we stayed over each other's house on the weekends, but you actually lived with a woman and seen how nasty they are in the bathroom or whatever. I don't know what your woman does or whatever, but you've learned all of that kind of stuff. So now you can actually apply that to picking the right woman for you this time, because you have a better filter system. You've seen the ugly and the good, and what things you liked, what things you didn't like. Now the only casualty, of course, is your kid, and there's not much you can do about
your
that.
money.
In my
Kid and the money.
well, yeah, the
you
money.
ain't doing that shit twice. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, as far as being, losing the kid, in my eyes, all you can do is just keep pursuing that. But there's really no point early in this to like jump out there and try to be the bad dad. Like, I'm gonna see my son. I think that's dangerous in the beginning, because emotions are still involved.
You gotta think about the kid.
And the kid is going to be the one that loses. So you have to figure out a way to fall back a little bit, still pursue, make sure everybody knows that you're still willing to be there and spend time. And, even if you're not getting any time, you still have to pretend that you're happy about the 2 seconds you get or whatever it is. Keep pursuit in that way, but don't be overbearing at first, because early the emotions are still involved, and women are going to be like vindictive sometimes and whatever happens. So I'm just saying, you'll find another woman, like Jay Smooth said. That's the crazy thing about it, is you will find another woman. Now you're going to know a better woman for you. But as far as a kid goes, that's a sticky one. I just say keep pursuing it, but do it calmly in the beginning, because the emotions are involved.
But the thing
That's
about
insane.
it, is what happens is, from what I got friends that have, come out of relationships for various reasons. The thing about a man is, right, when they're hurt in a situation, they'll tend to hold on to that hurt, and they'll take it into the next relationship, and not, it's hard for them to open up so easily that second time. Some of the friends I've got, and it's hard for them to kind of trust women that they've said. You know what I'm saying?
shouldn't trust people.
Yeah, you
and
said
shit like
that. You
that.
said
So
fine-tune.
I'm saying that's good.
You said
You
that. Fine
take
tune.
all that stuff about you can't bring no baggage to a relationship. I get it, but you have to keep keep tabs on your baggage.
Still human.
You have to know the shit that hurts you.
Yeah.
You have to be able to understand it and
But
be
don't
able
be gullible and naive and shit, and just let people run over you and do what the
Well,
fuck
you shouldn't do that,
because
no.
you might be because you're just so eager to get back in it. Because some people young and all bullshit aside. Some people are young and some people are just the type that they want to be married, right?
Right.
And so anybody that's open for that opportunity to just do that, they'll just jump back in and really not take that time to heal from that one relationship to really kind of see who they are, right, and what is it that they really like. Because
So
you
what
could
happens
be,
if
Some people do it too for religious
What happens
reasons.
if you never heal from a relationship, which is possible? So you're just not supposed to be single the rest of your life?
No, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to be single. You still can.
What does that mean, heal from the last relationship?
Meaning that you've got my uncle kind of told me best, right? He says
How many times was he married?
the motherfucker been married a few times, right? But this is kind of shit that he told me, right?
Right.
He said, nephew, have you moved past it? I said, yeah, I moved past it. He said, this is how you truly know if you move past this motherfucker. He said, if she told you she was fucking somebody, or you walked in and she was fucking somebody, right? Or you seen it somehow or whatever. Or could somebody fuck her, right? Is that okay? You cool with that shit?
Okay, so first of all,
Some
this
shit
has
like that.
nothing to
I'm
fucking
just-
do with his
but I'm
question.
just-
Hold on, but second of
yeah,
all, that's
but I'm just-
bullshit.
but I'm just
because
saying-
you hold on to pussy that is not even yours. It really wasn't yours. It's somebody in the. It's,
But I can
It
share.
was always someone else's.
It could possibly be somebody in the live room right now.
I
Could
could-
possibly.
I could
It
share
was
allegedly-
always someone else's pussy.
It's allegedly somebody in a live room that could have potentially been somebody like that. You can't let go of nothing. You be trying to ruin people's relationships that don't have nothing to do with
I
you.
don't.
What
I
the
don't
fuck are
ever-
you talking about?
I want them to
This
venture
is bad
out.
advice.
Sure.
This is bad advice.
This is what happens when you let him go to therapy.
I'm saying no. Look. You can if you can not be with a woman, you're with a woman the least you can possibly be with a woman, and still trying to fuck up her relationship in another state. Are you kidding? Like,
I don't do no
well,
shit like that.
how-
I'm
what
glad,
I don't
I'm
do no
glad
shit like
you
that.
called him on this bullshit
kind of
because
advice
Why you
He
go
was
ahead and
just-
give your fucking advice? Let me hear this bullshit ass. Dr. Phil ass advice you got. Go ahead and give him advice, nigga.
How about-
you got all the answers? Let me listen.
Well,
Don't
shut
deflect.
the fuck up there.
I'm listening. Quiet.
Shut the fuck up there.
Quiet.
Act like you got a dick in your
Nigga,
mouth.
go ahead. I'm quiet.
Shut up.
You still deflecting.
Shut up. Like
me
I
hear this
said, a
shit.
dick in your mouth. There you go. Is that how you sound? That's what I thought.
I'm just saying.
Don't worry about it, nigga. Shut up.
I want to make it clear what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm just saying that for that statement to come out of his mouth is just a little ridiculous because
Of course it
I
is.
feel like
Everything
he holds
he
on
says
to,
is fucking ridiculous.
He holds on to people that aren't even close to him.
Beyonce.
about to
Okay,
kill
okay,
himself.
Beyonce. We got that part, right? I got that.
What's that boy's name?
No.
Who?
The-
T.Y.
T.Y. He about to kill himself. He about
Right. This is fucking
Granted,
horrible
hold on.
advice.
Now go ahead and give your advice,
about
nigga.
to slit his wrist right now listening to this shit.
Come on, old dry cotton mouth ass nigga. Come on, answer. Come on.
Come on,
We're
man.
listening.
Why you mad?
Go ahead.
Why you mad? Can you explain that? You angry about something? I
Please,
must have touched a note.
Nigga, answer the
This is
question.
T.Y.'s time. I'm sorry that I let him. I thought maybe he could grow a little. He grew a little bit, but then he shrunk. One step forward, 2 steps back.
Yeah. So the thing about it is this. First off, is this even his choice, right? So that's how it all seems like, okay, I think when I got divorced, I can't speak for you, I was ready. I didn't want to be in the relationship any longer. So it wasn't dark times ahead for me. It
Right.
was kind of a celebration. So to me, it seems like he's in a place where he wanted to still be in the relationship. At least
Sounds
it sounds
like
like
it,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
And so that's a whole that's different. This nigga don't I mean he kind of knows that, when he got dropped off, but he kicks most of he ends the other relationships by cheating and he ends up running or going out.
He ends other relationships by not calling them and letting them phase themselves.
Right.
out.
So-
Nigga, keep giving your advice,
Stop.
nigga.
Listen.
Keep
Don't
don't make it about me. You
Don't
just
talk to
said
me.
don't make it about
Listen,
me. You
shut
just
up.
said don't make it about me.
Listen.
Stay
Just because you
on
get this-
task, old ADD ass nigga.
Just because you get
giving him
loud.
advice. Come
Just
on.
because you get
give him
loud
advice. Get that
doesn't
nigga.
do anything.
You keep giving him advice. You was
No,
right there.
listen.
I'm listening. I'm trying to stay focused.
I let you ramble on.
I know.
Then
Now
shut
it's
the fuck
don't make
up.
it about me, nigga.
Dick
Keep
in
going.
the mouth. Look, dick in the
Keep
mouth.
going. Keep
Dick in the
going.
mouth. Dick in the mouth. There you go. There you go.
This is so helpful.
All right. And so I think, when you got to deal with that. You know what I mean? When you fucking are hurt, you know what I'm saying, in your world, it ain't easy. And he's not even thinking about bitches right now. You know what I mean? If you didn't want to not be in a relationship, to fucking talk about, go find the next bitch, that's just, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. That's why he asked even you know what I mean? And you got the fucking longest run because you don't even understand what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? You don't even understand the situation. So I think, first off, you got to get over her. right? You gotta do that before you can do anything. You got to get over the relationship and be okay with not being with that person any longer. That shit is, but that ain't gonna be something that fucking happens overnight.
He's gonna have to deflect.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, I mean,
How can he get over her?
Do y'all feel like
Distance.
do y'all feel like new pussy? I'm sorry to
it
say
does,
It
but
doesn't
sometimes
it's shallow, but no, I
yeah,
think
it
it
doesn't
does
work.
work.
Nah, I don't think it does.
I think it does work because I think that women have
While you're in it,
while you're in what?
Temporary.
while you're inside the pussy, it works. When it's
Well,
when
okay,
you-
so
when
let me
she
ask a question.
leaves and before it doesn't work.
It makes it worse sometimes
But what-
because it was shallow. It's like fuck.
What happens is, right, when you and I say what's better than old pussy is new pussy. What happens is it covers it up, right? It all it is just covers up, but the hurt or the pain or whatever the shit is still there, right?
Nah,
when
nah.
when you have time to meditate and you by yourself and you have those motherfucking reflective moments, they'll go back to that fucking time. But he has to, you know what I'm saying? And when you're in a marriage as long as that, you can't, unfortunately, and I've never been married, but you can't, I've been in a relationship and you can't get over that shit just like that yesterday. Unless you're like J Mac say, the shit is over well before it's over because you've mentally disconnected from the situation. You haven't physically
It takes
removed yourself
repetition.
from that situation.
But Grande, when you first started playing football, the very first time you put on pads, you were a little intimidated about being hit. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. But after you got hit a few times, you're like, okay.
Oh,
And then after a while, it was no big deal. Same thing goes here. I think you got to start with just getting that first piece and just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying put all your life into fucking women, but I'm
that.
saying the more connected you are to that woman, the harder it's going to be for you to let go.
Understood.
Every time you take another hit,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Don't put the pads on again, take another hit.
but
You get a little bit less control from her and a little bit more control of yourself.
I think the parallel, I see what you're saying, it makes sense, but the parallel is actually unfair because if you're talking about a hit, somebody you was just hitting versus somebody that was your girl versus somebody that was your wife versus somebody that you had kids with, or, you know what I'm saying? There's levels to the shit. So if it's somebody you was just hitting and you love hitting it and you lost that, and you go hit something, yeah, she's easily replaceable.
Right.
But if you was with somebody and you was with them, whether you was hitting it or not, and you enjoyed being them, you wake up in the morning, you smell her bad breath, you look when she looks good, when she's sick, when she's, you know what I'm saying? And you've grown accustomed, she became a part of your ecosystem.
Right.
So just to go smash something after you lose that, it actually gets in the way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're replacing hit with a life. You know what I'm saying? With a life, actually a life force. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't just some girl. You know what I mean? That was a girl that was like, you walked in the door, she was there. You,
All right,
you
old
got up,
romantic
she was
ass
there.
nigga.
That's
Them
not
women, they
even-
loving you
that's-
right now.
that's
Them
not
women
even-
loving
You're
you.
not
That's
in the
not
mic,
even,
though, but you're not really in
that's
the
not
mic.
even romance. That's real shit.
Yeah.
Because you could say that about a job. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was doing this, for instance, when I first met you, was Coca-Cola down. Everything was Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Fucked in the
You know what I'm
van,
saying?
fucked in everything,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You go to the supermarket, you fucking the you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fucking the clerks, all that.
Yeah.
And then you finish. Did you not feel like something was missing? Now I'm saying, yeah,
I
you
felt
wasn't-
empty.
I wasn't even gonna go.
The
But-
Coca-Cola bottle was empty, nigga. Drained.
So I'm just saying, if you used to doing something, you talking about just smashing, and you talking about just replacing a life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the romance, I'm not even talking about the romance. I'm just talking about so perfect example. You do music. You was doing music. Suppose somebody took all this away from you. You just go get you a transistor radio and be good. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna work.
It's
You're
different.
gonna want the whole
Every
thing
song
again.
will be a little better.
Get a turntable.
You know what I mean? You gonna start fresh and feel vindicated? Nah, it don't work like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the point I'm trying to make.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a great point. And so I think, that's the first thing I would say, TY, is that you gotta work on you, bro. You gotta fuck not the other bitch. You gotta start fighting what you are by you. You know what I mean? Alone, because that's a different dude than fucking TY the husband, fucking homemaker, fucking all of that shit. What's the fucking TY the single dad like? You gotta figure that shit out before you can move on to do anything else, because you are, whether you like it or not, gotta be a different person because you're in a different situation. TY the fucking homemaker husband is no more, right? You got TY the single father now, and what's that dude like? And that's what you figure out. Then you can fucking, the bitches attract to that dude. You know what I mean? Fucking just go to some PTA meetings. Once you fucking figure that shit out, that's fucking easy money.
They go to the grocery store or the pet store, nigga. They in there too.
He just got to figure out who he is without her, so he
That's a
can
good
figure
point.
out who he's going to be with the next one.
Right.
Even if he gets back with the other, I didn't even know y'all got back together. Even if y'all get back, you can't go back as the person you was
Right.
with before, because she gonna leave that same. You got to go back as the evolved version of, and hopefully she evolved too. because you could evolve and be tired of her this time. And that's
Exactly.
going to seem like, oh, tit for tat. And so y'all are never. So again, it's
It's bad, but we'll talk
okay,
offline.
I guess
Yeah.
we got some offline shit to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah. But if am I? I don't know about the situation, so I'm speaking prophecy right now, basically. Right?
you're good. You're
okay.
good. You're good.
So yeah. So I'm just saying that evolution is. I mean, some people just the same. I made a joke. Dude is going to listen to us and cut his wrist because we're not giving him what he wants or whatever. I'm just telling him that he needs to find out who he is outside. First of all, he's supposed to do that anyway.
Right.
When you with somebody, you got to have the version of you with your girl, and then you have to have
Great
the version of
fucking
you
point.
without your girl.
Great, but no, great point, because you know what? A lot of people feel like they got to find somebody who is the other half of them, who
Fuck
who
that.
completes them. If it's not two complete people, y'all got a rough fucking
fucking
relationship.
yin and yang.
If you can't, if y'all are leaning on each other for support,
Right.
if one of them makes a mistake, everybody falls. You
Right.
got to both be standing straight up and be complete people,
Right.
and then come together and combine two complete people. That's a great point. I didn't think about that.
But T.Y., let me tell you something. This your boy Jay Smooth. Let me say this right here.
He's
I'm keeping it real, right? 2019 pussy ain't hit like 2008, right? Gas prices ain't even the same. So you go, hey, out in these goddamn streets, you got to be motherfucking careful. You got to be motherfucking careful, for real though. Because I'm gonna tell you that it's so crazy nowadays. Hey, they got that goddamn commercial on TV now where they talk about them goddamn AIDS pills, right? Where it get your blood levels down and motherfuckers become undetectable.
Right.
So you got to be careful out here, because you can be out here fucking and say, "Let me see your test results." She show you hers, you show her yours, but you don't know if she been popping that pill, getting hers under the radar.
Oh, that's
You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying?
Yeah, that's the-
so
that's
so
Jesus.
you got to be careful out here, because these motherfuckers pretty, but you don't know what's in that bloodstream. So while you out here fucking and trying to get over shit, if you decide you want to fuck, watch out for that shit too. I'm just saying, that's real shit.
I think that's not even that big a deal. I mean, because if you
Shit.
can take a pill and get it down, if she can do it, I can do it, right? It's that shit that be on your lip that's scarier than that. T.Y., that's the shit that don't go away forever.
You gotta watch a bitch before you kiss her. Give her about 10 weeks.
They don't got a no detectable level for that shit.
Nigga, carry a fanny pack with some breather in that bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Not just that, the ones Jay Smooth keep running up on got dicks. You better watch out for
Nah,
them too.
them
They
niggas
not even
full of
full
shit.
women.
No, fuck that. These niggas full of shit.
So
Nah,
Jay
hey,
Smooth,
TY.
you gonna sit there and pretend like you haven't shown us pictures of your Plenty of Fish from maybe it was a few months ago, but still, this wasn't too long ago, and it was women that were men.
It was some fucking men on that. Nigga, I just showed
They
y'all.
were chatting with
no,
you.
No, nigga. They wasn't chatting with me.
So they didn't
I
tell you
showed y'all,
I'm a
motherfucker.
transsexual.
Hey,
And you
one
said-
motherfucker said I'm a dude. I said, hey, I'm out.
One
Right.
motherfucker.
One.
So look, if he says one, how many
One.
is it really?
One.
100.
10, 20, 30.
look-
Nigga, you flashing.
Hey, look, can you delete your own comments out of Plenty of Fish, or is it stuck there forever?
I never been on it.
I bet he deleted what he said after that. Like, I'm good. I'm good with that.
That's the scariest thing.
That's
That's
my
one
new
of the
fetish.
things. That's the
I
one of
thought
the things I fear
undetectable was
most.
the scariest thing.
The second thing I fear most. First thing, second thing is fucking a nigga.
Why are you scared of that?
Nigga,
Whoa.
Most people aren't scared of that, right? Like, nigga,
Accident.
how do
I don't
you
want-
fuck a
hey,
woman and not know it's a
hey,
man?
Oh, you
Hey.
talking about? Okay,
I'm talking about one of them.
a
They want something
transistor.
straight. Nigga, I fear that shit. So that's why I just be.
Don't be
I
scared.
proceed with
Just
caution.
don't do
Hey,
it.
I'm touching the
Grande.
bitch. I'm putting the
Grande.
bitch in the chokehold.
Grande, how often do you worry about that?
That's not. That's not nothing to worry about.
Hey,
I worry about that just as much as I worry about being in a wheelbarrow with barbed wire and Magic Johnson rolling down the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't worry about shit like that.
Same amount.
Same amount.
Prince Reggie, how often do you go into a relationship wondering if that's a man?
This
Don't
nigga
worry
don't.
about
This
that.
nigga don't get no pussy. So you can't ask that nigga who been hovering over 26. You know what I'm saying, for the last 10 years.
That is an odd thing to worry about, Jay Smooth. You say that often though. You're
I'm just saying.
you're really concerned.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It
Out here in
must
these
have
streets.
happened.
Out here in these motherfucking
You see
streets.
what I'm
Does it
saying?
feel like it happened?
No,
if
nigga.
you're
What I
scared
need,
about
what
it?
I need,
almost happened.
no,
Don't do
what
it.
I need to
$5 a
happen,
day.
what I need to happen, Grande, is I need this midget fantasy to fucking happen. I need this fucking shit to happen, and I'm putting it in the
There's a
universe.
whole
I want
weekend
one of these little motherfuckers
in-
with these
in
big ass booty,
Montana.
with that big ass head, with the handicaps tag on their car. I saw one at the goddamn Quick Trip a couple
They
weeks
got
ago.
the
Grande.
they got the fattest.
I'm trying to
asses. They
find
just
out where the
miniature.
fuck the midget club is, my nigga.
Yeah, I can't do the little fingers.
Everything in there, they got
can't
chocolate
do the
seats,
little
everything.
fingers?
Little sausage, Vienna sausage fingers.
Fuck
I can't
that.
do it. I can't
Hey,
do
just
it.
What about
imagine.
the fat asses, though?
I said they got perfect asses. That the fingers I can't take it.
Nigga, that be some good.
I can't stand it. I can't look.
What if that bitch got some gloves on? That big ass.
No,
hand?
that's worse.
Worse. It look like mitts. Look like mitts. When they got no
bitch,
fingers.
Bitch got baseball hands.
She gotta get those extra. She gotta get the extra long acrylics so that it look like a
X-Men.
It look like a real nail, like a real finger.
Nah, it's gonna look like claws.
Hey,
Listen,
no,
man.
but the reason why Jay Smooth worries about that kind of stuff because he know how long he been tricking motherfuckers.
Yeah. You're
He-
right.
he know how
His
like-
whole
Some-
career has
something,
been
something happened.
a
Yeah.
facade. His
I
whole,
told you the baby pictures. They still ain't been proven. I ain't seen them. Where they at? Where they at?
Something happened.
No, his baby. He's way
My
too
mama
ugly
said.
to be
My
a
mama
girl.
said.
He's way too ugly to be a girl.
You remember that Olympian? She was half and half. That she was part, and they didn't know where to put her. She could have easily been running with the dudes.
Some of the morphodite.
Yeah, she could have easily been running with the dudes. She walked into the wrong locker room and she just stuck. Jay went to the right locker room. She went right in there. Maybe that's Jay twin.
Maybe so.
I think we finally done with that shit though. That those transsexual men that are women competing because white soccer moms don't like that shit no more. And then once they stop liking it, I think we're finally coming out of the clouds. Man, that shit is real dumb though.
You heard about the one in MMA?
Yeah.
You beating bitches' asses, huh?
Or a transvestite or got the what's name and was fighting women and beating the
Almost
shit
killing people
out
though,
of
right?
women. Beating the shit out of women.
And then when he was a man, he was
cra-
losing all the fights, right?
Losing all the fights as a man, but beating the shit out of women as a woman. Like it's the funniest shit on earth. When I never seen one, but I heard the story. And I was like, Jesus Christ! Like they didn't know.
Right.
No,
They
but
didn't know.
why
They didn't know this was gonna happen.
And then it made the news.
Right.
But it's like, is it not right? I mean, is he?
There's a
Texas-
clause.
That's
Texas-
the Juana man. That's Juana man.
No, that shit in
MMA.
Texas is worse though. It's like that. It's like 3 of them, and they have beaten all the state records in Texas since like high school records.
Right.
All of them, every single record,
Right.
weightlifting, track, all that shit.
Right.
All the records have been
And
beaten.
God gave him all the tools.
and no woman is ever gonna beat that record
Ever. Not no real woman.
ever.
The woman that beats it is the woman that beats that record because that record never been beat by a woman because it was made by women.
Never gonna
Original equipment women.
Happen. Never gonna happen.
OEM.
Yeah, exactly. It's not no fucking transition women, some reversible dick women.
They still count that shit though when they do that.
Yes, they're getting the
Yeah,
records,
because,
nigga.
because they got the genitalia removed and all that shit.
But
I
you
mean,
said it though, right? Like these, it's gonna get to a point where real women are going to try to have to start distinguishing
they take
themselves.
steroids
their
and
fault.
shit.
No, they're gonna have to.
They
not,
support
they're not,
them a lot.
They're gonna have to go back the opposite way, right?
It's
So they're
women's
gonna
fault.
be. They're not gonna be. They're not gonna be made up because again, they're not gonna be drawing their eyebrows on. Because right now, like if you got the drawn on eyebrow, you already like I don't know. Like
If you
that's
got a
like-
fake booty, I don't know if you a man or a
Right,
woman.
that's true.
You got to build a body.
Yeah.
They got build a bodies. They
Yeah.
both. It's all starting to look similar. They getting the same face surgery too.
Soon as you
so if
took
you
off-
getting face surgery, how the fuck do I know you a woman?
build a bitch.
Y'all both got face surgery.
Yeah.
Y'all both got eyebrows and lips and
Yeah.
and breasts and booties and 360 liposuctions and it's too confusing.
So is there
that's
gonna-
why Jay Smooth is so lost.
Is there gonna come a day then where if we just put this fast forward, where trannies where they're now doing the build a bitch, the Kardashian model, where then regular broads are gonna be like, listen, I'm just a regular chick, and I just got
It's already happening.
regular figures. I got little baby cups. I mean, I don't.
It's already
got-
happening.
I got no hips, none of that. And then, but hold up. Then the next level is the transgender. Then copy likewise to be more woman-like. So
Go
then
back
they
to being
start-
a boy. I have no titties. I'm a man. Nah, that's not gonna happen. I think I think one of these fruity ass celebrities is gonna fuck around and co-sign a transvestite.
When you say fruity, you talking about one of these rapping ass niggas.
More than likely.
More than likely.
It's when one of these fruity ass niggas gonna fuck around and co-sign this shit, and then a whole generation of young boys are gonna think it's cool, and that's gonna happen.
Have you heard about the transgender that just got outed? It was like she was an Instagram model, but didn't nobody know that it wasn't.
there's a few of them.
And but Meek
KD
Mill
was following her.
KD
Yeah,
Rock
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
with her and
Yeah,
shit like
there's
that.
a few
So
of 'em.
but see, so it sounds like they're out already. If you're saying there's a few of them, it sounds like it's common knowledge already. Because then, how do you follow and if you know that that's a transgender? Is that
I don't think they know
I
yet.
think some of them when they figured out they just got that little gene of gay in them anyway, so they know they're like, you know what, she already got the shit taken care of. You know what, since she got the got the dick taken off and got the surgery, and I already did it. I didn't know, and they just kind of okay it, and they just keep going. I mean, it's different people, different strokes for different folks.
So
Literally.
So you
Right.
so you think Meg Thee Stallion look good?
Who?
Meg Thee Stallion.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Rapper. Hot Girl Summer. You heard that song?
I gotta actually
Nasty,
hear it. See. I
nasty.
gotta see. If
Hot
I
Girl-
see it in here,
I don't know if it's a
exactly
song.
what
It's a movement.
But they made a song too.
They made a song too.
Yeah.
The one that
I gotta
going
see it
up
and
in the
hear it.
brain.
'Cause
Why? Why you ask? You think it's a man?
No, I'm just saying if it came out right, would you be surprised? Like if you found out like a
Just
year
'cause
or
she
two
tall?
tall.
She's like 5'10".
She's a stallion, right? I mean, she's big and tall.
Yeah,
She's not just tall.
Okay,
There's a lot of tall women.
The way I look at it like this: if you did not know that right there,
Yeah.
if I didn't know that that's a woman and that's a man and that's a woman and I was attracted and I in my heart of hearts knew that was a woman and then I found out I was a man late. I didn't fuck, obviously, but
No. You could fuck nowadays because they could redo all that shit.
But if I did it and I was duped 100%, and I can say in my
It's
heart
not your fault.
Exactly. I did something that I thought was natural by something that wasn't natural, and then I found out on the back end,
Sure.
then I'm still a heterosexual man.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
But
hold on.
if I knew or there was a
If you fuck again, though, after you find out.
Well, come on.
then it's a problem.
That's different.
That's a problem.
But
Because
you-
I know.
But
Hopefully, it's not like a crack pussy.
Hold up, right. Because it could easily be like, hold up, damn, one just for the road. Like, you know what I mean? like that shit was.
doctor made this.
that shit was engineered.
But if that's a woman,
She's a woman.
That's a
excuse
woman.
me,
That's her.
If that's a man and I hit and I find out and that
ain't your
man
fault.
tells me I'm fucking him up like a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got a problem. I'm gonna hit her like a man.
Right, we gotta fight because you are
because
at
you
heart.
lied to me, so now I fuck you up. You know what I mean? It's that simple because I don't fuck men. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you made me lie on myself. So it's
Right.
time for me to get vindicated. Don't do that to me.
You would have
They ain't
to.
no, they ain't no man.
I mean,
know, you just saying
well, hold
it
up
as
though.
an
You've
example.
seen them chase
But
move
why-
on Plenty of Fish. They look like that,
The
bro.
motherfucker be, but you know what?
Show us
It's-
how they look, J Smooth.
Them motherfuckers have, you can still, some of them motherfuckers look at
Adam's
their
apple.
face and them fingernail, them fingers, them
be
bitches
thick.
be long, feet be long, then the motherfucker be like, that's a
You see
nigga.
all that on their
Some
profile
motherfuckers
pic?
show pictures, nigga. The
Long
motherfuckers,
might not be. It's when the knuckles are real wide and shit
Yeah.
like
You
that.
see all that
Long
on
is
profile
gonna-
pics?
Adam's
Be
apple.
honest,
A lot of
man.
them forget to remove
That's a lot
the
of
Adam's
details.
I'm not single. I
It
don't-
all depends
no.
on it all
See
depends
that
on the
shit.
pictures that they put out there and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them will show you that shit and see if you pick up on the.
That just sounded like a lot of
mystery.
first-hand description. That didn't seem like I saw
So-
on a
So you telling me girls take pictures of those?
Like this.
Girls take pictures like this?
like this.
Nah,
yeah.
you got. I zoom in the bitch's picture. I'd be looking at. I'd be looking. I'd be like, let me see.
Something happened to you.
I'm telling you.
We already
Been
know
through
that.
Something
telling you.
happened. Something happened.
Nigga,
I can tell.
I got PTSD. I don't want to
What
run into
happened?
the
From what?
motherfucker.
Yeah,
From
some-
what?
some-
PTSD from what?
Yeah, I don't want to run into that shit. Hey, everybody else shit. You hear it in the news.
You
It's
don't
only
gotta be
my
scared
time.
of
might
that.
have to
Goddamn.
recount
That's
that
like
300.
never getting on a motorcycle and being scared of crashing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I ain't never getting on no motorcycle.
Exactly. Well, you ain't scared of crashing.
Yeah, I am. I'm still scared of crashing.
Okay.
He's just arguing his point. He don't believe that.
I'm scared of crashing, nigga. I'm always scared of crashing, nigga. That's why I always drive. Ain't too many people driving with
on
me.
a motorcycle when you ain't
I'm talking about nigga crashing, period.
No, we're talking about on a motorcycle.
No, if you are on a motorcycle, crashing on a motorcycle, being
I ain't
scared.
riding one of them bitches.
Exactly. So
how can you be scared of
exactly.
that?
So you ain't riding one of them bitches while you scared.
I don't know.
He's still
I can
scared.
still be scared, nigga. I can be scared. I ain't never been shot by a gun like J Matt said, but hey, that don't mean that bullet don't hurt. Hey, that shit gonna hurt, nigga.
That's not
Shit.
the same
That's not what I
Ain't
said.
saying
either.
that.
Ain't
That's
the
not-
same
That's not how I
Yeah,
said it
straight
either.
bullets, stray bullets fly.
Straight- yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
fine. I might just get
but
hit.
Straight pussy don't fly.
Hey, them niggas fly.
Unless you
Time
at
and back,
Bulldogs,
time and
unless
back.
you at Bulldogs, one of them places, and unless you in that environment.
You ain't gotta be a bulldog now. You can be a motherfucking
Tell us where
juicy
you,
crab.
Tell us where you were last time it
You can
happened.
be a juicy crab and the motherfuckers up in there.
Hey,
You ain't gotta holler at everybody either.
American Deli, right?
Yeah, goddamn WMB wings, goddamn them motherfuckers up in there.
So, but J Smooth, you do pay attention for it though. You're wanting it. You're bringing that energy to you.
I'm not bringing that in.
You said in American
I
Deli,
rebuke it in
you
the
watched,
name of
you
Jesus.
saw niggas dick print in American Deli.
Hey, that shit did look like Ace Ventura, the Pet Detective.
But who
like
wa-
shit, that motherfucker. I be looking at shit. I'm sitting in the back. I observe people. People watch. I said, that's a nigga.
You try to get a picture
But
of it.
if it
I
okay,
did.
so here it is. If you go someplace and you say that's a nigga right there.
Ain't
And what?
Yeah, I'm.
He came and told us.
Go
But
home.
what if
So
that
he probably
motherfucker?
is-
What?
Talk
Hey,
to him?
Are you
what-
interested but
Rodney,
scared
what
to
if that
take
bitch
on-
is super bad where you can't tell? Oh my god, she just
But
beautiful
if
as
it's
fuck.
a problem, if it's even an inkling, don't.
Yeah, I know that.
Leave
Yeah,
it
but
alone.
there's
So
some
here's-
that you don't even know.
But
You
Jay
just be
Smooth,
like,
here's the thing, right? Let's say that this person
they had that throat shade.
Hold on. Let's say this person was beautiful as fuck, right?
Uh-huh.
The idea here is that you are not fucked up.
If the bitch too beautiful, let me see some
You're
baby
missing
pictures.
the point. I think what Grande was trying to say from the very beginning was, if he's unaware that this person is not,
It's okay.
no, it's not okay. It is not something that
You're
you
not
can
gay.
control. You can't control that.
Yeah.
But if you know,
If I double back,
instance-
if I double back after finding
Okay.
out,
No,
hey, I'm
for
a
instance,
dude.
if you're an
ain't never
American
played
deli-
three-card
I can make
Molly?
it sense to him.
It
I
doesn't
can make
make
it make
sense
sense
to
to you. So if you're in a relationship or someone's in a relationship with you, and you tell them that you love them, and they believe you, it's not their fault when you go fuck other bitches. They were supposed to believe you.
Wow.
I don't get what your point. You lost me.
just think about
you
all
lost
your
me.
relationships.
You lost me, and I love you.
think about every
I
relationship.
tell all the
you-
motherfuckers that
exactly.
the
Now,
word
how-
says you're supposed to love
But
your
I'm
neighbor.
just telling
Love
you-
thy neighbor.
How many do you actually love?
All of them.
It's not
No,
their
niggas,
fault.
come on,
And what I'm
man.
I
telling
love
you,
them all.
what I'm telling you, it's not their fault for believing you when you say that.
Exactly.
They supposed to.
They
know.
fell. They fell for something they were supposed to fall for because you were giving them all the signs.
Right.
Little do they know you were a fucking transsexual, a trans whatever,
Right.
trans lover or whatever.
And something.
You're not really faithful. Anyway,
Trans boyfriend.
listeners, we appreciate you guys tuning
just
in.
had
Or
to fucking
also
chime
viewers,
in.
we appreciate you guys tuning in once again to the No Nonsense Show. Make sure you go to the website raresinus.com where you can check out all the shows. Don't forget, we also have a Friday show. That's the premium show.
Can we even? Are we going to talk about 500 on the premium? Because we didn't even get into 500.
I guess
5
I mean,
years, not 500.
5 years.
5 years.
But I
5
mean,
years.
we've missed that mark so many
We
times.
did not.
It was supposed to be like the fourth or something.
Yeah, we supposed. Yeah. Somebody went here.
I thought it was
But,
the 14th.
Hey,
We're in 5 years, y'all. We appreciate you guys listening and watching for 5.
Fuck yes. We love y'all. Listen, this ain't a show without y'all, right? So, I mean,
I've been on for 5 years.
5
5
motherfucking years. That shit's real, right?
This is my first one.
But yeah, what's up?
Okay, I didn't know.
And you a good guest, too. I'm going to go ahead and rank you.
Appreciate it.
You get a good.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Hey, listeners. Hey, French gonna be heading back to China. We hoping the next time we hear
Yes.
from him,
If y'all
he moved that
send
needle on
us-
26.
If y'all send us 500 new views on the live, French Reggie won't go back to China. So you need to share the show, and we need to get 500
Shit.
new viewers.
You need to say that to him too, because
Yeah.
he said it. You ain't say it.
Say it,
He
French.
just grinning.
Double
here.
it, double it to 1,000.
And he here?
I definitely won't go
What's in
back.
China?
He has a job. He works in China this year,
He trying to have a
doing what?
baby at a.
teaching basketball of all things.
Hey, that motherfucker garbage is fucking basketball. Hey,
In
hey,
China, he probably
In China,
Jordan.
he is bomb. He the bomb in China.
Because he the
bowl
Juwan
ass
man.
nigga.
With $10 Jordans
He
and
the
everything.
Juwan man,
They make
yeah.
him, they make him right
Yeah.
there. They make him around the corner.
I think that nigga bowl.
Wow.
Hey, look, no, but for real though, real shit though. 5 years is a long time. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us, even though Jay Smooth been trying to push y'all away for years.
And you know what's weird? That whole fucking Eric Garner shit, right? Because that was, I remember we did a show.
That wasn't in the beginning.
No, it was right in the beginning.
Yeah, it's been 5 years for Eric Garner.
It's been right at 5 years
Damn.
because I remember sitting in my house that I don't live in now, fucking almost coming to tears thinking about how this nigga just got fucking choked to death.
You almost cried?
Man, that shit was sad, bruh.
Oh wow.
So I fucking,
So how'd you feel about the verdict today then?
I felt like, you know, I mean, it was about time.
Not verdict, but the sentencing or
They
whatever.
Well, they fired him.
But they didn't put him in jail. They just fired the nigga.
So you
Fuck,
think
you
he should
gotta
go to
fire
jail?
him. You had
You
to
think he
fire
should go
him.
to jail?
Yes.
For killing Eric Garner?
You
I
think he
think
should go to
he-
jail?
For killing Eric Garner? Yeah.
All that shit was unnecessary.
Yeah.
The nigga didn't have to choke him like that. That was unnecessary. And if the real nigga, see, the big nigga would have been real about his shit, he would have he'd have got that little motherfucker up off him. He'd grab some nuts. You know what I mean? You got to learn how to get
They
a
would
nigga.
have killed him. They killed him faster.
They already killed him. though.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? What are his options?
fast.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
see, my thing is this. I don't understand the whole go out like that. If you going to go out, fight, nigga.
Did he go out? I don't think he went out like whack.
He didn't.
He was telling
He
him
was trying to
gonna
resist.
Yeah, he was saying
trying
I
not to die.
He didn't have a handful of nuts when he went out. He didn't have a fucking.
They had him on all sides. It was like the elephant
had
with the.
7
Oh, that's right. It was
Yeah,
more than just the
three
one.
of them or something like that.
Yeah.
They,
My
they,
bad.
they were
There
trying to
was
get his
more than
hands
them.
behind his back
That's
originally,
right, that's
and the
right.
little dude jumped up on his back and
That's
got on
right.
his neck.
That's right. It wasn't just
and
one
the
guy.
commissioner was saying
See,
that
5 years, my memory.
Yeah. The commissioner was saying, or the ex-commissioner was saying, everything was justified until the middle. Somewhere in the middle, it lost its way or whatever. I don't know if I agree or disagree, but I do know that does he die if he puts his hands behind his back?
Maybe not. Probably not.
But it just came out of him out of nowhere too.
But does he die if he puts his hands behind his back?
I didn't want to hear from you because you just talked about how they get down in China. What did you say about the police? You got to listen to what the fuck they say, right? You don't.
Yeah.
I hope they
but they
don't
don't even question.
I hope they
them,
don't
though.
fuck
But you don't
up.
even question them,
Out
right?
of
They
the
don't
country,
even
out of
question
the country
them.
is no
They don't even
different.
question them.
You play ball over. Yeah, it's
out of the country
it's not
is no joke.
racism is not a thing here
They
compared
got
to how it is in
machine
other
guns
countries.
at the airport.
Yeah.
They don't play out the
J-Mac,
country.
I know you been crying when niggas died. Tupac, Nipsey. This
I didn't
nigga,
cry.
Polish
I didn't
nigga.
cry
Hey,
when-
hey, you motherfuckers from California, some sensitive motherfuckers. Hey, I know another nigga in Slack that was crying too when Nipsey died. Motherfucker crying and shit. Hey,
that?
a nigga in Slack.
Who?
We'll leave him nameless.
He's so
goddamn.
scary.
Hey,
Who?
goddamn King Kunta crying like a
look-
bitch. Hey, crying like a motherfucker. He talking about
You are
that nigga
so fucking easy.
Hey,
You're
that
easy
nigga-
as fuck.
Hey, nah, hey, look. Hey, I wasn't gonna say that. Hey, they forced my hand, King Kunta.
I didn't force
hey,
shit.
J Max, I was sitting in my living room crying to tears. Hey,
We did a
hey,
show
the wife,
at my
wife would
room.
come and say,
I
"What's
have
wrong?
my
You
studio
snot
is-
coming out your nose." It's like, what the fuck, nigga? I ain't know the nigga. Fuck it. Hey,
Wow.
he died.
I don't know about fuck it, man. I mean,
See,
I didn't
5
know.
years later, that he wasn't like that on the show.
Nigga, when Rodney King, that shit, when them motherfuckers did it, I didn't cry. Nigga, hey. Goddamn, when
Wasn't
goddamn
Rodney King on
OJ,
PCP?
OJ Simpson went to jail, nigga, I'm not crying, nigga. Fuck
Rodney
it.
King got paid.
Yeah, but for real, Eric Garner thing though. So I don't know that he dies. He puts his hands behind. I know some people feel that's a bad statement because they shouldn't have done him like that. But what I'm saying is we're talking about life and death. At some point, you got to say, man, I want to go home. I don't know if you've ever been arrested before or ever been in that
He
situation.
didn't know that was his judgment day.
Yeah, I know.
Denzel in the movie said, "You want to go home?"
That was just, huh?
Denzel in that movie. What that
Oh,
training
what?
day?
What-
That
what go
motherfucker
home
say,
what?
motherfucker say, "You want to die? You want to go home?"
No.
That's a movie.
not
That's
what he
real
said.
life.
What did he say? What did he say, J-Mac? What did he say, J-Mac?
You want to go home, you want to go to jail.
Oh, that's the same thing.
But yeah, that dude.
I
did
think I
not know.
fucked that up.
He
Every
said-
time I say that shit, I think so.
You got to admit, that's a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got them little dudes that's telling him what to do.
Especially
and he
one
ain't
on
do
his
nothing
back.
wrong.
Right.
And then of course, probably didn't even see that there was all the people there until it started, getting that melee happen. And no, I don't think they knew. There was cameras on it. He saw cameras. I'm sure he saw the people with their cell phones.
Yeah.
Or whatever. He felt like he was somewhat safe.
Safe, okay.
He's a big dude. He don't want to. I mean, yeah, he should have put his hand behind his back. Hindsight.
Hindsight.
But
It's easy to say hindsight.
yeah, when it's happening, adrenaline.
Okay.
You know
No,
what I mean?
So-
I think as a big nigga, and you know Grande,
Right.
You have a different responsibility. You have to know how people view you.
Right.
You have to understand. Like I've often
But it's not
said,
Grande's job to make everybody comfortable.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's,
for
but
real.
it's not about that.
I'm not worried about
It's
that.
not about that. You have to understand the room. And if you are a big nigga, you got to understand. Just like I said before, the presence of guns heightens and enhances every fucking situation. It makes it ratcheted up. So when you're a big nigga, motherfuckers are already on edge like that. So if you start resisting, now you're a big nigga that may want to fucking get frisky and don't want to follow instructions.
Right.
You could fuck me up.
It makes sense too.
So I mean,
But at the same
you
time,
have to
though,
know. You have to know that.
What kind
that's
of
how
life would that be for Grande everywhere he goes to always be make
Yeah,
sure
but I'm-
every fucking
Ask
person
Shaq.
is
But
comfortable?
Shaq has lived that life.
But Shaq is Shaq though. But is as a big nigga, as an official big nigga, I get pulled over by the cops. I turn on all the lights in the car. I roll down every window in the car. I don't care how cold it is. I turn on all the lights in the car. I take my stuff out. I put it on the dash, and I turn and I wait. I mean, as a big nigga,
Right.
it has nothing to do with me being big or not. It just
Right.
has to do with me being black
Smart.
and seeing what's been going on. And I don't know who that dude is
Right.
that's getting out that car.
What
until
kind of
he's
shit he's in
until-
the middle of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He might be having a bad day. I might look like somebody who fucked his daughter.
Right.
Anything. I don't know him. He don't know me. On top of the fact, that's the reason why, especially me, I keep a gym bag in my car. I'm always at the gym. I want him to see that bag. I don't want him to think he needs to, tap in, or what do you have in there, or whatever. So I have reasons of doing that. You can learn by causing a mistake, or you can learn from other people's mistake.
What would you say that experience is like? I mean, what is that? What is you get from them? What is the police experience when you do that?
Why I get? Oh, they become really really eased. If I don't know what they were before, but I know that when they get to me, it's very very comfortable. Now I know they probably thinking, what the hell is he doing?
Right.
Why is all the lights on, interior lights on in his car? Why is his windows down? It's cold out here.
Right.
I do it for me, so I know that if anything was to happen, I know that if they found me dead, my windows was open, my lights was on. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they rolling them bitches up. They cutting all that shit.
All
off.
that shit.
I mean, maybe
when they put that 38 in your head.
At least I did
Right,
what I
right.
was going to do.
No, it makes
Well,
sense.
you can control, yeah.
Because and I would if I had a son, I would tell him same thing.
That's what we've said.
You know what I'm
Get
saying?
home.
Yeah,
Just get home.
get the
We'll
fuck
fight
home.
the shit later.
Right,
Get home.
right.
Get your ass home. Now, my next question though is for the little bitty what's the little guy's name? The
Midget.
No, the guy who got fired. What's his name? I don't remember
The
his name.
cop?
Yeah.
I forgot.
The little guy. So for him, if he didn't intend to kill him, he was just doing some abusive shit. How far should his punishment go? Because I know that, in Slack earlier they were saying fuck him forever, fuck his life, whatever.
At least manslaughter, because it wasn't premeditated.
So you think it should be jail
least
time should
manslaughter.
be definitely there.
yeah.
I mean, you did kill a nigga.
They were saying he getting fired was enough. They should take his pension. They should take whatever.
Nah, he has to spend time. He
has to
took a
what?
life.
So what about? I'm talking about. Okay, so all he got was fired.
Yeah.
So you think pension should go too?
It should go to the people that he was taking care of, who he killed. It should go to all those people.
To his pension shit.
got money, though.
So
They gave-
so for all the years prior to him killing somebody, it's not intentional. Still, have you guys ever been in a situation where you were doing some dumb shit and it went too far? Luckily, the motherfucker didn't die or didn't get really really hurt.
Not to
Yes.
that
That's a
point.
bounce.
God
I
was
fucked
looking
a lot
out for
of
me that
people up.
day.
Right. So in that situation, should that family have gotten everything you've ever saved up for your
No.
entire life? You didn't intend to kill the motherfucker. You were doing some dumb shit.
It didn't
It
happen,
went too
though.
far. It escalated and it got too far. But you didn't intend to
didn't
kill the
happen.
motherfucker. I think we
That's
need
the
to
whole
always
point.
make sure we're looking at every single side of this, because I don't think that guy necessarily felt like I'm gonna kill this nigga today.
But this is the
he just
thing.
wasn't careful with this dude's life.
This is the
That's
thing,
two
though.
different things, though.
But this is the thing, though. Be honest, you could be reckless and two things happen, right? Like we could both be equally reckless, and what my recklessness gets me is a close call.
Right.
Or what your recklessness does
Bitch die.
calls somebody to die.
That's why I asked, have you
But-
ever been in a situation where you
Sure.
went too far and did some dumb shit, and somebody else could have been really fucked up?
Right.
Luckily, they didn't.
I was
Right,
choking
but
the
see,
bitch
that-
too
but
long
it
when I
always-
was fucking her.
But it
Jay
always
Smooth,
comes-
I know about your devils. You better watch out, bro.
But it always comes back to the outcome, right? I mean, could
They
have, would have,
did
should
die.
Right. I could have, and had I, right, I would have been in that same fucking boat.
But
so now
do you
I
think
did-
everything you've ever worked for should be gone because of that?
if-
that
Not
one thing.
necessarily. Not necessarily.
But that's what happens. One mistake. That's some people's life, right? So listen, in Eric Gardner, right? He don't get another fucking shot. So you're
Right.
telling me about a whole lifetime worth of shit.
We're not talking about fair now.
No.
That's
no,
not
no.
what we're talking
but,
about.
But this is the thing. That's what justice is supposed to be, right?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Justice is blind.
No, justice is not fair. Justice is not fair because there's nothing you can do to bring that dude's life
I
back.
Justice is
understand.
supposed to be fair.
I
Justice-
understand.
It's impossible
though.
for
But-
justice to-
But don't tell me about what is a whole life of his up to this. Give that up. Just like he had to get up and start over. At least you get a fucking opportunity to start over.
What does start over mean, though? Do you really get a chance to start over?
People will know your name.
Do you really get a chance to start over from something like that?
You get to-
all you have left is that picture because nobody's gonna fuck with you.
Yeah. So hey, welcome to being a fucking felon, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm saying, put yourself in the same shoes.
The-
You were
the
doing some
fam-
shit
the-
that
So he's a felon now?
The family.
no,
could
I'm
get
just
the
saying.
No,
that's
he
what-
didn't get
But that's the
arrested.
life
His
of
family,
a felon, though.
His family could get the pension, like his kids or wife.
But when you get out of the pen, right? You're in that same situation where you fucked up, right? You made a bad choice,
Right.
and because of that, you have to live your life differently. Why should this motherfucker be any different?
I don't know that he is though. How do you know that losing his job wasn't completely devastating to the point where he can't even? Maybe his pension isn't. I know somebody's talking. He got a cushy pension. I don't know shit about this dude's pension.
I don't know about the pension. Either,
I
but
don't know what
think
that
he should
even
get it.
means. I don't know if that means if he should get it, not get it, whatever.
I know-
All I'm saying is, have you ever been in a situation where you did some dumb shit and it went too far, and luckily nobody died?
Yes.
And I think pretty much everybody at this table has been in a situation like that. So knowing that about yourself, you have to make sure you're keeping the same energy. And if it happened to you, I'd be wanting you to give up your pension too if you're saying get rid of this dude's whole life.
This is
That's
the
all
thing.
I'm saying.
I'd give up my pension.
Right,
If-
but it's-
because eye for an eye to a certain extent. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd give up my pension.
It's all about the outcome, right? I
Right.
mean, there's fucking.
versus going to jail.
Is it the intent or is it the outcome?
It's the outcome and the intent. So you
Can't be both.
No, you can because you were doing some reckless shit. So when
Right.
you were fucking choking the shit out that dude,
Right.
you intended some bad shit to happen. To
No,
that
he
dude.
definitely wanted to fuck him
I
up.
didn't
Right.
intend her to die though.
No, but when you
I just wanted her to just get the orgasm.
He said her.
I wasn't gonna tell about what the shit you did, nigga. So you
I was choking her. I was choking.
Yo, chill, bro. We might have to edit that part.
No, I'm like, it's live, nigga. It's out. You can't
Daniel-
take, ain't
Daniel-
no take backs.
Daniel
choked on
Pantello,
You choked
Daniel
during sex.
Pantello. Yeah,
that
I'm
bitch.
I'm quite sure he was trying to fuck dude up.
right? So again,
Trying to
so
show
then what
dominance, if
happens
anything.
is
Yeah, because he's
you
immature.
if you fucking punch somebody, right? You're in a bar fight. You never heard of the fucking
machismo shit.
The scenario where a bar fight goes too far and somebody fucking hits their head on
And
some
dies.
shit and dies.
Yeah.
It's not you didn't even fucking kill. It's because he fell and hit some other shit and fucked himself up.
Right.
But
You're going to jail.
But
Yeah.
you start. It's a fight.
You're
not,
go-
not,
it
not
wouldn't
just
happen
that.
without you.
If it were the other way around, let's say that Eric Garner had fought the police and ran, and somebody got pushed out in the street and got hit by a car, he'd be responsible
Yes,
for that death.
right.
So I'm not saying that he shouldn't get criminal charges. I'm saying though, should his entire life be canceled because of that decision, even if it wasn't intentional? That's my only point.
Well, when you're saying that his entire life be
Right.
canceled, a pension ain't in his entire life. That's a form of income.
I'm just making an argument. I want to see
Okay.
what everybody thinks.
Okay.
Because this isn't the only time something like this has happened.
No,
Right.
but
so
I,
I'm saying in general.
yeah, I think you should have. I think you should have to pay. If nothing else, we got to get this motherfucker like they got OJ. He crosswalk or do some fucking shoplifting or some shit. This nigga got to get 9 years. He got to on the comeback. If he breaks any fucking law,
We gotta get him.
he got to go.
I
somebody gotta be watching.
think he should have some type of criminal charges right now.
Of course.
I say at least
something.
manslaughter.
Something has to happen.
That's not even. That's not even.
Well, they've already judged that, right?
Yeah.
They've already
Yeah,
said
they've already
no.
said no.
They already said they're not going to do that. So that's why I said firing him was the fucking least thing that had
Why
to
it
be
took
done.
5 years just to fight a guy?
So this
I
is
don't
what
know.
I'm saying too, right? So while he was on
So he
death
was-
duty, right? So ever since this whole all happened, he's been on death duty, making almost fucking 6 figures. This nigga
You
even
make 6 figures?
But
97.
in New York.
Oh,
so
It
okay,
doesn't-
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
No, that's different.
that's really.
He might be in Jersey.
He
this
would
nigga,
make
this nigga
97,
Humboldt
close
in
to
it.
97.
even in
here.
That
Jersey,
nigga- that-
even in Jersey,
this
that shit
month-
would still be
listen,
expensive.
He could be upstate New York.
He'd make about 70 here.
All I'm
about
saying is
70.
that this motherfucker was making almost 6 figures.
Yeah.
Watching a desk, for the last 5 years. He should have been saving up for
You're
this
right.
fucking
You're
day.
right. You're right about that.
So
He had to know something was coming.
right. You didn't know anything. You knew you was a possibility, motherfucker. You should have been preparing. And so
He should
if
have got
they-
him a black girlfriend, something. he should have been like, you know what
Fucking,
I'm
he should
saying?
have started dating Rachel Dolezal.
He should know how to cook soul food or something.
Something.
Something. Nigga, you stupid just sitting there.
So yeah, I don't feel sorry for him, but yeah, it was ironic when I heard the news today, and I was like, you know what? It was 5 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it was 5 years.
That's a long
ago.
time to wait to fire this nigga.
And how long would it have been if he was black? If it was the other way around, he was black.
They had 24, 48 hours. They've been
Right,
trying
right. He already.
to yeah, court,
Yeah, after
and then
school
we're gonna
special.
sentence
I don't know
in
if that's
six
true
months.
either. I don't know.
They just did, I know King Kuta was on that fucking what's the name? They just fucking took into custody a black dude who was acting a fool.
On the plane.
Nah, I don't know.
No, he
whatever.
was saying that black people never get taken into custody; they always get killed. And somebody got taken into custody who was black. So
I think he was shooting the shit out of people, right? I mean, he had a fucking standoff. What wasn't it? Like he had like
Philly
a
nigga?
Yeah.
and they
That
took
was
him,
a nigga?
They took him
Yeah.
alive.
I thought that was a white dude.
Okay, well,
The other ones were.
we tried to get out of here one time. Sorry, y'all.
My bad.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to Eric Garner.
Hey,
man.
look, we want to give a shout out to Grande. Thank you for being a guest, man.
Appreciate
Thank you,
y'all,
Grande.
man. It was a lot of
French,
fun.
hey, we wish you the best on this motherfucking long ass. Hey, it's gonna be a little different ride, plane ride versus the ship, nigga. This shit is you gonna get there a lot faster.
Okay, keep supporting us.
yeah.
Keep
Thank
interacting
you.
with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we'll keep bringing the nonsense because we realize that sometimes people just need to
say
laugh.
bye bye, French.
Till next time.
Peace.
Gay ass.
Jay Smith, you doing that's gay.